Here I am. Learning it. Welcome in, Lindsay, and welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Scooter and me. If y'all did not catch her live last night, I believe it was Motivation Monday. I might chop that up just a little bit, but if I did, I apologize. Y'all are missing out. I want y'all to know. I don't question it. I call it more than a coincidence. But sometimes I click on channels and she's one of them. Her and the group that's with her, they never cease to amaze me. They're great, genuine people. And her Motivation Monday, I needed to hear it. I needed someone to reaffirm it. Welcome in, Uni, since we're on my channel now and in my chat. So I am on a different platform. Angela can tell you behind the scenes, but I reached out in another way, not just YouTube. So Angela, welcome in. Y'all, I am excited y'all are here in my chat. Thank you. You know, we say it's free to support us, right? I tell you what, when you're trying to support without funding, right? Say 30 other channels. Some of y'all know that because I'm a member, but I'm not talking that side of things. I'm talking hitting the thumbs up, sharing out, doing all that stuff, jumping in the chats. That's all time. Time is precious. Time you cannot get back. So, thank you for being here, even if it's for a minute. Gigi is one of my fellow military sisters. We became military moms together 6 years ago. It's crazy it's been that long. She's good people, so if you see her around, she's actually getting ready to go overseas and see her family in combat boots. So she's pulling double shift. She's an RN nurse over in Kansas City. So if she jumps back in, she was in here earlier, but that's who she is. Yeah, I think everybody else knows everybody. I was explaining to Mr. Malcolm, Mr. Stephanie. See, Mr. Stephanie, who Scooter her name was. Not that he hasn't heard her voice and Selena's and Josie's, but putting names with faces, yeah, he's getting there. So he's going to be helping me today because before I went live yesterday, I got a phone call from my healthcare team saying, Steph, we need to meet. I'm like, really? This is not week for me. Well, can we meet tomorrow at 5? I didn't ask him if I had a choice. I mean, we always have a choice, right? But my whole healthcare team all together, I have a huge team, I really do, and they're in different areas of the state. So apparently that's what today is about for the most part, and because it's the end of the year, I just have to do it. And if I didn't do it today, I'd have to find another day. And so Mr. Stephanie said, well, he promised, I mean, right? That he's going to behave today. So I've got these. I thought I had a number on them.
Unless Tooch comes in, and then there's no guarantees.
Y'all better behave.
Of course, Uni's in
here. You know what? Uni's in here. Angela's in here. I got enough women. They will keep you guys in line and check somehow. All right. I need to find my marker. I guess we're just going to number as we go today. Lindsay and I might have skipped over her. I did not mean to if I did. So it's $2 Tuesday. Hey, Happy, welcome in, honey. So it's $2 Tuesday, which means everything that is seen today either starts at $2 or is a buy it now of $2. So we do have a lot of buy it nows. Oh, help me, because I did not get things marked in time. I really didn't. Today was outreach day. Other people call it a ministry. I'm trying to get comfortable with that word. But anyway, so I didn't get things marked because I took a little longer than I was expecting. So these we're going to do. Let's see. I don't know. I said $2, so we know it's all going to be $2. So we're just going to go with numbers today.
Description.
To what?
You don't even have to number. I can just go description. Keywords.
You know. But here, because they're similar. So these, they're a set. I have two of the same thing. I have more, but we're just gonna roll with today. I'll find the rest later. They're under my desk somewhere. But these are pomegranate punch. Wait a second. We're in a hurry, right? But we're not in that big of a hurry. How did everyone's Thanksgiving go? Was it what you needed it to be? Was it not what you needed it to be? I mean, I need to show things, but I'm never in a hurry. Sometimes I just gotta slow down. So, what'd y'all do for Thanksgiving? Did you cook? Did you go somewhere and eat? Pot roast and time with hubby, all good. So we had a turkey, of course. Mr. Stephanie's work. Did we actually?
We paid for our own turkey.
Yeah, we paid for our own. Yeah, we ended up paying for the turkeys this year because they actually sold out of them. Last year, they were able to donate a couple of their extra turkeys. This year, Mr. Stephanie and I paid for them. So if anyone comes in here, that's the other thing, Mr. Stephanie. Because it's happened in my last two chats, my last two lives. We've had local people come in. I don't mind that. They know we're here.
I know. Just not to draw attention past
don't draw attention to them, please, because privacy is a real thing.
Angela says hers sucked big time, but it is what it is.
Not gonna get me down. You know what? Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Usually we're cooking, we're having a bunch of people over, chosen family, friends, sometimes strangers just off the street. Yes, we've really done that before, multiple times. But this year we didn't, and I'm okay with that. All our kids, because all of them are adults now, cycled through. I actually had our youngest here overnight, and so I actually slept.
And we had one of our bonus kids here.
Well, no, he's like a brother. He ain't a kid. Well, it depends on the day. Sometimes he is a kid. But anyways, he's more like a brother to me, and I have a Irish twin, so if y'all know what those are, him and I haven't been able to share the same space in almost 4 years. So holidays are hard for me for that reason alone. But life's given me enough other reasons. But I chose to instead give myself some grace. So I slept in Thanksgiving. I did. I woke up my usual time. I looked around and I heard everybody doing their thing. And I should have got up. But I'm like, you know what? I need to rest. I need to rest. Right?
None of us were worried about it.
And then, if that wasn't enough, so I slept in. I also took a nap that day. So I haven't, if you want to look at it, I lost even more time with my youngest soldier. But you know what? I need to take care of me. And I will see them again soon. So it's all good. Angela, I'm sorry. Yours wasn't everything it needed to be. But I am glad that, you're not going to let it get you down. We cannot stay down. If you missed, and I'm not just saying it because she was in our chat, she may be listening, go over to Scooter Renee's, even if it's later. It's the one she did yesterday. I didn't catch the whole thing, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to rewatch it all. But right there towards the end, so I'd say the last half hour or so, she had affirmations, and I was going to write them down. I will get them wrote down. We all need those. I'm telling you. So anyway, Uni had pot roast. We had turkey. What else we have?
I had the crustless pumpkin pie.
Yeah, we did crustless pumpkin pie.
Sugar-free.
Yeah, it was sugar-free. Hey,
where's that? We had the mac and cheese.
Yeah, we did baked mac and cheese because Elise made that.
Stuffing, potatoes, gravy. It was a simple Thanksgiving.
It was just a simple Thanksgiving. No, honey, you're fine. I know you got you do you. I appreciate you jumped in. And I don't know what Scooter Renee does, to be honest. But I know it involves an office because I've jumped into a couple of her past ones. Y'all, usually before I get in and start sharing a bunch of stuff with people, I get to know who they are. So I've been deep diving into some of y'all's past lives. Go back a year, some of y'all 3 years or more. We all start out somewhere, right? Yeah, it's hard this morning. Some of y'all know because you have me on another platform. It took everything to pull my butt out of bed, but no one else was going to do it because Mr. Stephanie was already at work.
I was almost late to work.
I do need water because that's the one thing when I get to talking,
your mouth gets dry.
My mouth gets dry. Usually I have my cup here, the one that I hold up and I kind of advertise. Who knows? Maybe it's... I don't know. You'll get that figured out. We're going to get started. I work with an investment firm. Full-time plus my online auctions and Monday. Wow. Yeah, and such. I wish people would understand that. They think we just come on, each of us, and no, there is so much behind the scenes, and then we have, our family lives and whatever else we do.
Being in front of the camera is fun.
I'm going to apply to be a You know what? You should apply to be a fashion model, Lindsay. Hey, check this out. We're going to support the United States Army today. I mean, if it's not enough, I got it back there because I am an Army mom times 2. All right. But seriously, Lindsay, babe, you're a beautiful person inside and out. And she's saying she's kidding, but I'm not. Let's see. All right, so pomegranate punch. These are bath salts and body wash sets. There's 2. $2 each. Buy it now. The bath salts are 2.46 ounces. So that's 70 grams. Or the body wash, which comes with it, is 2 ounces. Good thing about this is if you're going to jump on an airplane anytime soon, you don't have to wait. It already says it. It's going to pass TSA. Don't ask me how I know that. That was my first time as a military mom. I tried to take 16 or 17. Were those tubes like 3 ounces apiece?
It was.
Do you remember?
I think they were 4 or 5 ounces because those were the big.
Those were the big tubes. I got crazy and I sit in just shaving like Burt's Bees, yes, for real, but the big ones. And she sent them home with me, and I tried to carry that in my carry-on bag. Thank goodness I had her paperwork with me to prove that it was her stuff because the airline let me bring it. Anyway, these will pass TSA as long as you only have one set. So it's pomegranate punch, bath salts. It says glowing body wash set. It has, I cannot read those words. Those are tiny. With vitamin C, glucinic, I'm chopping that word up, acid, and wow, there's elderberry in there too, y'all. It says elderberry. I wouldn't have guessed that one. Anyways, you can have 1 or 2, $2 a piece. We're just gonna mainstream this because here in 30 or so minutes, I have to skedaddle.
Show too, though.
And
you have to leave me stuff to show.
Oh, so I need to slow down. So we got a Western set. These are going to be $2 each. They're all different. There's 3 of them. You can have all 3 for $6, but we're going to start them. Well, we're going to do a bite now. We're not going to do a start. So this is a saddle. It's an ornament. I would put this on a tree, just not a small one. $2. Buy it now. That's for the saddle. These 2, I would suggest putting them on a wall. So here's a cross. There's the Lone Star. Yes, I was born and raised for almost 5 years in the state of Texas, and I'm not ashamed of it.
On a Barbie horse. So true.
Oh, yeah. For real. So, keyword saddle, keyword cross. If y'all need dimensions, where did I put the two guys thing? I gotta hide this. This is the one that got poof. We're gonna stick that one over there today.
That's a Texas.
That's right here. So, just to give some dimension. From the stirrup to the top of the ring, well, not the rein, but the, what do you call those? Those are a horn. It's about 4 1/4 inches tall. And I would say it's got about a 1.5 inch drop. That's just eyeballing it, though. Yeah, it's over 2 inches. See, eyeballing doesn't always help, but it'll get you there. All right, and then for the third one, oh wait, I need to do the cross. So the cross, of course, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 horseshoes. That's what that looks like. You have your volume on, don't you?
Yeah, it's just.
I know, I can just hear myself, and it's.
I'm sorry, move back over here.
It's fine. I can just. I am partially deaf. I don't have hearing in this ear, but I have it in this one. So it is approximately 6 inches. 6 inches, people. Come on. Just saying. So 6 inches tall by just over 4.5 inches wide. So $2 for the cross. I'm going to set these over here because when I get back, we're going to do a rapid round and probably wrap up. Because I'm going to be gone for approximately an hour. There's just really no way I can shave time off. All right, so let's see. So this is approximately 4 and just over 4.5 inches in diameter. 4.5 inches in diameter. And the keyword for this one's going to be star. I would keep these, and they don't take a whole lot of room, right? Is Selena here?
I haven't seen Selena.
All right, give me a second. Let me get the context of this. Yes, okay, so they're talking, and that's how Selena got brought up. Okay, all right, we're good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss her. Yeah, I haven't seen her. I have, Selena and Scooter and them. I have to go seek them out. I do. I mean, I don't have to. They have schedules. Hey, Maritza, welcome in. So that one is just star. It's a buy it now, $2. Let's see, what else do I have? Well, I gotta take this off. I'm gonna die in here. Just moving around. That is.
And Jessica is in here.
Jessica Dumpster Girl?
Yep.
Welcome in, Jessica. Welcome in. All right, so my last trip to South Central Kansas, that was what this was. So we're just gonna. I haven't went through it since I got it home. I've meant to. I haven't put it over here, but I haven't. These are cookbooks. A lot of these you'll see churches do them. Oh, Lord, help me. How did that off? Lord have mercy. Lord. Alright, so churches do these cookbooks. Families, this one's a family cookbook. Some of them are brand cookbooks. These are done for fundraisers and women's auxiliaries. So this one is the Oscar and Oscar and Louise Simpson Family Cookbook. I will show it there. It is, let's see how many pages. Alright, so the index shows 85 and there's a few extra there. Anyways, this cookbook, I mean, it's got family photos in there, right? Vegetables, it's got the family around there. Let's see. This is going to be buy it now $2. This is the main dishes. So this actually has Oscar and Louise, April 20th, 1937.
So everybody, I dropped the link for Scooter Renee's show for tomorrow night if you want to go in and hit notify me or whatever on it so everyone knows.
Yeah, y'all, Scooter's got a channel, and I don't know that I've ever bought anything from her. I'm not going to lie. There's people that do come in my channel and they support me, and I haven't bought from them yet. Scooter might be one of them. I know. Now, I know it's not from a lack of trying. She has got good stuff at good prices. I just don't go over to her channel as often as I'd like. Hopefully that'll change. Appetizers. Y'all want to talk food, but they've got family photos in here and it has the dates. So, sorry. So this was copyright 2006. So this is as old as my youngest baby. It's got strawberry milk, people chow. Alright, so people chow is peanut butter, chocolate chips, stick butter, powdered sugar, and Crispix cereal. So we called that puppy chow when I was growing up. My mama and her, the women in her circle, they used to make everything, right? You couldn't afford it. Even then, people look back at the 80s and 90s. People still had struggles then too. Mama's red cake, shortening, sugar, eggs, red food coloring, cocoa, buttermilk, flour, salt, baking soda, and vinegar. It even has on here what type of pans to use. This is pretty interesting. So, I mean, it's got history there.
And then Crystal Clear TV said hi.
Hey, official Crystal Clear TV. I get that mixed up. I'm not even going to lie. Even when I go into, share her out, I don't typically share her out yet just because I'm usually not active. But when she comes on, she does pop-ups. She is new as far as on the channel selling, but she is not new to YouTube, y'all. That would be known as Crystal Lewis to others, but official Crystal Clear TV. Y'all go over there. She did one, I think it was yesterday, if I'm not wrong. And I almost want to say, I don't know if she's doing it on YouTube or she's doing it on another app and she's published it to YouTube where she's dancing and listening to music. That woman has confidence. I think I have some, but I don't have enough confidence for that yet. Maybe we need to challenge each other. Meat roasting guide. There's that in there. So there's that one. So the Oscar and Louise Simpson. That's $2. St. Anne's Altar Society. Well, that sounds like it's probably... Alright, so this one is from where my grandma's, so my dad's mother, she's still living. This is from her hometown. This is where she was born and raised. This is where my dad was born. It's where my mama passed away at. Kingman, Kansas. K-Town. Kingman County, Kansas. It's next door to Wichita. Let's see. $2. Buy it now. It's got over 175 pages. Let's see how many. It's got an index with cooking tips. Let's see. Well, it's got at least 179 pages. In the index, it's got cowboy beans, crockpot corn, elegant corn. It's got Uncle Pete's Mexican rice. I mean, you can't make this up. This is local history for me because my roots are there. But I mean, I got this stuff because I could. Church supper, cherry sweet cake. I mean, these are in excellent condition. This one I'm betting was just bought because, like I said, a lot of these are created. It did come from a printing company, but yeah. So you could do favorite recipes.
So it's Uni's anniversary today.
That's whose anniversary.
Yeah.
I seen someone's, but then it chat jumped. Happy anniversary! I got some. No. Yeah. Uni.
Here's part of it.
Here's part of it, okay? I'm getting it together, I promise. Life has had me pulled in several different directions. But check this out. I found this last week, probably 2 weeks ago.
I don't know what the rest is right now, but it's over here.
I don't know if you eat candy. If you eat fruit snacks, that's probably what they are, is fruits. Yeah, they say fruit snacks. Check this out, though. Unicorns. Here's sticker unicorns. Y'all have no idea how much this year. I know y'all have an idea of how this year has affected y'all. But I'll tell you what. I've struggled in this year. At keeping everything straight and keeping my sobriety. Not because I want to go back to a life of addiction. I don't. Diabetic, don't eat any candy. All right, that's good to know. So I'll have to find some.
But hey, it's unicorns.
But it's unicorns. So I mean, you could throw them in someone else's thing.
Oh,
but
my NASCAR stuff. Remember, I used to have the chocolate NASCARs.
Yeah, you used to. I'll figure out something sugar-free. Wait, I should ask, do you eat sugar-free stuff? Because, like, my doctor, she's like, when I seen her, so that was the trip where I got all this stuff, she's like, Steph, I know you give up sugar, I'm proud of you. What are you using as a sweetener? Because I have cancer, it runs on both sides. My dad died in his 40s from it. So, yeah. This one's 1977. This one's Endell. Let's see. Endell, there is a Kansas. Yeah, Endell, Kansas. So this is the membership. So it's probably another church. Copyright 19. So it's Endell, Kansas. The copyright is up there. Oh, sorry, it's right here. Look at this stuff, y'all. So $2. Buy it now. 1970. This is older than Mr. Stephanie by 1 year. By 1 year. All right, let's see how many pages. There is 220 pages. That includes the index. Plus, it says this cookbook is a perfect gift for holidays, weddings, anniversaries, and birthdays. That's pretty cool. And then it was published by Cookbook Publishers, Inc. in Lenox, Kansas in 1977. It does have a little spot there, and it does have a little water spot right here, but the pages are unaffected. So it does have some yellowing right there at the edges, but I mean, for being almost 50 years old.
Wow.
Sorry, I had to take advantage of the moment.
read what Uni put in chat because that's the joy.
Yes, I can do sugar-free, but very aware of what it is. Okay, I'm gonna look at some ingredients. I know what my doctor said was safe for me to use for alternative as far as looking for, a snack or anything. It probably won't come in unicorns by any means, but I'll get creative.
Unless we get unicorn molds and I just do jelly.
No, you know what we could do? We'll just get a unicorn pinata and stuff it with sugar-free stuff that's safe to eat.
There you go.
And then we'll send it in time for Christmas because, that's if someone has got a free gift coming from us or just a gift of appreciation, those are going out by the deadline. So you'll have it by Christmas. Because life just keeps happening. All right, this cookbook is Midlands. All right, let me read this just a second. All right, so in cooperation with Midlands Community Hospital, this is a Nebraska cookbook, but it has an RX, so maybe it's because it's a hospital. Yeah, it's a hospital auxiliary. So, wow. All right, so the first edition, they've had 2 editions. The first edition was released or printed December of 1982. That was the year I was born. And then the second edition, first printing, was September of 1985, and 85 was a good year for me. 86, not so much.
That's awesome. So Uni says she needs to print out your logo to hang on her screens behind her, and she's going to fill up the screens with everyone's logos. That's cool.
So I've been thinking the same thing. Let me get you a better copy of it. Check this out. Some of y'all took a ride with us. What was it? Almost 2 weeks ago?
When I went up and saw the 2 old guys?
Yeah, when we went. So this is where we ship from. Let me see if I can get
it's right up by the tornado.
So you see the tornado? Okay, 2 old guys are off the edge over there because they're actually in Missouri. But we meet over here. Okay, because they're in Independence, Missouri. This map, where you see the void right there. Okay, that is the area of the Boom Booms, my neighbors, right? So this map is not geographically correct. So we are basically where that tornado is touching down at. Manhattan, that's the Little Apple. That's supposed to be where the tornado is. 81 runs just like this up 135. If I was to go to Topeka, y'all know some people in Topeka, right? Unless I take another route, I would drive all the way to there and down. So that's where I'm at. Yes, Pam, drive safely. So, hey, I got to put that up because I'm going to lose it on my desk. I think I already did lose it. No, I put it up here. So, I got to get my teen to let me have my fan back. She was like, Mom, I need it. It's hot in my room. And
I know how it's hot.
I don't know, but I mean, I'm having hot flashes. So, welcome to being in your 40s. So, this is Midlands Community Hospital Auxiliary. It's got 100, well, not including the index. It's got 171 pages because 172 is for notes, right? And then there's an index. I mean, this is cool, y'all. And it's got runza dough, glazed pecans, spiced nuts. Come on, if you want to spice some nuts up, you need this cookbook. Rhubarb cream cheese pie, rhubarb pie, Sinful chocolate pie. Come on. Do you need any other excuse to be sinful other than for a chocolate pie? Oh, wait a minute. Right. Let me see if I can get some. So, we've got, Thanksgiving was just here, but before Thanksgiving, they had these babies at what? Was it 90% off?
Something like that. And that's why we
It was insane, and I had to choose, and I seen a unicorn. I'm not going to lie. I almost got the unicorn. The thing is, I knew the shooter was going to say, hold my beer. So I got this guy, so then I could just be like, yeah, he's there. All right, back to this. There is a sinful chocolate pie recipe in here somewhere. It's in there. There's roasted wild duck, crab stuffing, crab stuffed flounder. Hey, do we got flounder in the freezer still? No?
Might in the big one.
Might in the big one. Either way, $2. Buy it now. You could just use the keyword Midland. That's a pretty cool book. These are all cool because they have whatever area they were in, right? It has their history. It's another way of preserving. I've got one that looks similar to this one. And it's one that's 100-year collaborated over 100 years. For K-Town. It's got, I looked through it the other night, and it's got a few people in there I'm related to. My grandma gets first dibs. I think she's going to want to keep it. This one is the Alpha No Cookbook, Volume 2. I don't know if I got Volume 1 in there, but this one is copyright 1981. It's got appetizers, pickles, and relish. It's got soup, salads, vegetables, main dishes, breads, rolls, pastries, candies, jellies, preserves. And it's got beverages and miscellaneous. Of course, you can put beverages and miscellaneous together. I mean, it's in the 80s. So, it's got somewhere, I would say someone's used it a couple times, but there's still a lot of life in there. So that's for $2. I don't know if anyone's really interested in cookbooks or looking at old photos. This one, I bet you's got a lot of photos in it. Let's just look. Hey, it does.
What's the name on that one?
This one is Bill and Kathy. And let's just do family cookbook. Oh my goodness, I bet you. Oh, look at that dress, y'all. Look at that dress. No, I think this is probably Mr. Stephanie. Sorry. Yeah, I gotta like. Anyway. No, it's not just a chit chat. It's $2 Tuesday. But I mean, if you just want to chit chat, we can chit chat because I gotta get ready to go anyway. And Mr. Stephanie's gonna come over here and be on this side of the screen. And he's promised to behave, but I mean, if y'all need to crack a whip, it'll be fine. Give me that look like, dude, there's a lot of women in here. I need Tooch. Y'all, he'll be all right. All right,
So Lisa says hi.
Lisa, there's many.
Adventure.
Oh, Lisa M. Adventure. Hey, Lisa. I'm doing good. I had a all right Thanksgiving. I managed through. It wasn't necessarily ideal. Had it been any other year, but this year I'm like, you know what? Not even going to stress it. It's going to happen the way it's meant to happen. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I don't believe Mr. Stephen. Well, you keep details for me, Robin. You keep details for me. Let's see. Angela and Robin. I still have y'all's thing. So just a reminder, because we did have the holiday. I do still have y'all sunflower bucks. So, y'all can apply them this week or next week. Either's fine. Other than that, I think I'm going to take the devil with me because Mr. Stephanie does not need help. I'm going to get out of here because I need to...
Stick around for just a second. I got to run to the restroom.
Oh, all right. Hey, what temperature is it where y'all are? It was like in the 40s as a high today here. You do have some flower bucks, Robin. You have, let me look. Robin has $5 off. $5 off. You have some flower bucks, honey. And then Angela has $10 off her order. And y'all can use them this week or next week. Either one. So, yep. Yeah, it's been getting into the teens here at night, so I'm not excited about that. I'm going to show this glass. This Tequila Rose Strawberry Cream. Shot glass, $2. Buy it now. You know, I thought we'd have start-in beds, but I think we're just going to do everything buy it now today. So there's absolutely nothing wrong other than it just needs cleaned because I keep touching it. But $2 shot glass. All right, Mr. Stephanie, please behave.
I will, as long as they don't step out of line first, and then I have to join in misbehaving with the ladies. Because, you know, between you and Robin and I.
Yeah, I didn't think this through. I should have had someone here to balance. But I know y'all be all right. Y'all be all right. All right, thank y'all. I'll be back, and when I get back, we're going to do the rapid round and whatever else. So, you got to go that way, or you got to go this way.
Yeah, I was going to go this way.
Oh, I'm taking double with me. You don't need influence.
I don't need influence.
Do you need your drink?
It's fine right there.
Do you need anything else, or are you just going to start grabbing and trying to sell it?
Start grabbing and talking and selling.
All right, $2, remember.
I know. All right. So hopefully everyone's night's going good. And if you weren't here last time I was on camera, the reason why I'm in a mask is I do a lot of stuff for like sober living and everything. And most of those people don't want someone to be around that, you know, is visible out on big social media platforms. So I wear a mask while on screen to kind of keep all that going.
Yeah. You could try selling the toys. I don't know.
We'll see where I'm at.
There you are in case you run out of something.
All right. So I've got a cookbook here. Just because I thought it was really neat. And it is called a Big Boy Barbecue Book. This is very vintage. I saw it as I was going through stuff. It originally sold for $1. And when I looked up the copyright on it, it's 1965, 1967, and 1980. Hi, Rachel. Hopefully your day's going good.
Hey, is my purse down at your foot?
Yeah, probably. But there's the copyrights on it. Maritza wants a cookbook. Okay, I will go find the Oscar Louise one. I'll write you down, and then I'll find it here in a few minutes.
It's in that stack, just so you know.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to forget my purse.
You're good.
Thank you.
All right, but this cookbook here, it is, and you can tell it's vintage just by looking at some of the pictures in it. It's almost got that Technicolor coloring to it.
Dude, do not bark at him. Just so you know, he might have issues because you're in a mask.
Yeah, I know. But table of contents on this is how it all began, how to select your equipment,
Petey, stop.
and then
Come on, bud.
gives through how to use like your thermometer for barbecuing, gives sauce recipes, steak, chicken, all your normal barbecue stuff. But yeah, the colors and stuff, there's no visible damage on the pages. You know, they're maybe a little yellowed around the edges because of the year of it. But it's just kind of a neat book. I thought it was neat. Give me one quick second, guys.
All right. You can't put them in there. Put them in with you. Do that. That's fine. All right.
Okay. So I had to go get rid of my glasses under here. I can't see the greatest without them, but you know. That one was Oscar Ruiz. Get that one just pulled out here. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm not as good at this as Steph is. She's a lot more balanced at doing this than I am. But okay. Almost set it right there. All right. So we got that one taken care of. All right. So easy homemade desserts with Jell-O pudding. And obviously it's $2 because everything we've got's $2. It's a bunch of recipes for Jell-O pudding. And it's a 1979 is the copyright on it. So it's a year younger than I am. And just got a lot of different recipes. Look how good that looks. All right. And then, so this cookbook is actually from a town that's right up here in our area called Clay Center. It's like half hour, 45 minutes from us. I always kind of like these ones that come from different locations. All right. And it's called The Art of Cooking in Clay Center. And like I said, it comes from right up here in our area. There's a little bit of stuff kind of on the back of the book here. I'm sure it was probably set down, you know, how recipe books work. But it's got like shipwreck casserole, curry chicken and broccoli. Anyone that's into some old stuff, here's an old IGA that was in Clay Center. You know, well, this younger generation doesn't know what an IGA is. I remember I played on the T-ball team for IGA when I was a kid. So, all right. This one's All right, this one here is called Breads, Rolls, and Jams. And this cookbook, recipe submitted by Kansas Young Farm Wives and compiled by the Clay County YFW chapter of Clay Center, Kansas. So it's another Clay Center book, 1971. And I always like these old cookbooks, like when you get into the early 70s and older, because some of the recipes don't really even get used anymore. My grandma did a family cookbook for all of us, and it had a bunch of the family recipes. Everyone kind of put the recipes in and everything. And I have printed that cookbook 3 or 4 times for other people. The only rule my grandma had was you can print it for everybody you want, just don't sell it. So, all right, so Maritza's in for the dessert cookbook. I got you, Maritza. All right. All right. There's that one. Thank you, Maritza. Okay. All right. All right. This one is from up in this area also. And it's the special recipes from the Flint Hills Christian Church. Now there is some damage to the outside cover and the bottom of the pages down here. You just barely see it. The outside cover. You see right down in here. And this one here it's got the expressions of appreciation. It's got kind of a quick story. And then the cookbook committee. It's got a nice drawing of the Flint Hills Christian Church up here. And it's got, it's got desserts, pina colada cake. Sounds amazing. But it's got appetizers, pickles, and relishes, soups, salads, and vegetables, main dishes, bread, rolls, and pastries, cakes, cookies, and desserts, candy, jelly and preserves, beverage, microwave, and miscellaneous. And this one here is 1989 is the copyright on it. Just kind of a neat book. All right. All right. And this is a New Mexico. It's called The Best of the Best from New Mexico cookbook. It's got a nice image. And it's selected recipes from New Mexico's favorite cookbooks. Now, this one don't seem like it's extremely old or anything. There's no yellowing on the pages. The copyright's 1999 on it. It does have
a little ruffling on the pages, right here. I don't know if I can get any of that to kind of show up. It's not really bad or anything, but you can just tell someone's like thumbed through right at the first part here. It's got some neat little pictures of down there in New Mexico. So, just kind of a neat book. Just put in like New Mexico or whatever for the keyword. All right, let's see here. This one's a Paula Deen cookbook. All right, and this one here is called The Lady and Sons Savannah Country Cookbook, and it's Paula H. Dean, owner and proprietor. And hi, Ella. Sorry, Steph had an appointment that popped up kind of inadvertently, so I ended up kind of taking over for a little bit till she gets back. So it's copyright 97 and 98. It's kind of a interesting cookbook. I haven't really even looked through this one. It's got like quiches and a whole bunch of different kind of neat stuff in it. Sorry about the dogs, guys. We live in our space that we work in. Hey, I'm going to have to hold on a second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Thought my red heeler was out there trying to eat someone there for a little bit. Okay. Now, Peeps. All right, the next one is a Peeps book. And it's recipes and crafts to make your favorite marshmallow treats. And this one here is a 2008, so it's a newer one. Look at just some of the pictures. I'm not a huge Peep fan, but, you know, little Peeps cupcakes. Kind of a neat little book. Peeps fondue. Peeps in a blanket. So it's more kind of geared towards kids, I think, you know, to maybe get them to kind of eat. All right, Jessica, not a problem. Have a good night. Okay. Now we got all right, this is kind of a wall hang art thing. It's got a little notepad. There's not a whole lot of sheets left on it, but it is one you can undo and put it on or whatever. It's got a little where you can hang on the back of it and just hang it on your wall. It's kind of a neat little hand-built, hand-painted piece. You can just tell it's like from a piece of wood, and then they just built it. It's kind of cool. It's $2. For some reason it didn't take my, that'd be why. Okay. All right. Why isn't it? Number lock on. Okay. Computer's not liking me. I'm not used to being on a computer. I usually do all the modding for her on the phone. This is a cherub. Look at all the little detail in it. Kind of a neat piece. And ignore the $3 because we dropped it to $2 for tonight. So, and it's Old Village Traders is the brand. But it's got just gorgeous detail in it for $2, guys. $2 on that. And then Santa trinket. All right, and this here is like a Santa little trinket box. And a lot of this stuff is stuff that we have sourced locally around here as we've went around and done things. No damage. It does not feel like, it feels like it's light. Like almost like a plastic. It doesn't feel metal, doesn't feel ceramic. And it's just kind of a neat little Christmas little trinket box. And then a 1975 Christmas ornament. All right. And it's going to be $2 like everything else tonight. But it has its box. And it does say Christmas 1975. And it is glass. But it will come in its box if anyone buys it. And it will be a floating box inside a box. But it says Christmas 1975. And then it's got the Christmas Child by Sister Beretta Hummel Christmas Ornament 1975 limited edition. Mrs. Hummel, the artist, mother, and legal heir, has chosen and authorized this subject for the 1975 Christmas ornaments. It's taken from an original painting created by Sister Beretta Hummel as a gift for her aunt before they entered the covenant, and is an early example of her abiding love for children. It's all wrote on the back of it. All the explanation of it. $2 for that. Get it back in the box here. All right. Oh, that box is empty. All right. So I'm going to sit real quick here and move the chair up. All right. So we picked these up at another auction. I haven't really had much of a chance to look at them and figure them out. But they are WCW wrestling cards. They're not graded. They're not in plastic or anything like that. This here is of the same wrestler, but the way these cards worked, and I remember because I remember these when I was younger, is there's a number order for each card. And the goal was to collect like every set out of their trading cards. But there is 3 here. They're Tommy Rich, WCW, and it gives his info as a wrestler and all that. There's 3 different ones here. And all of them gives like his stats on the back. And everything. These are 1991 WCW. If there's any interest in them, I'm just kind of throwing them up there. And just use the code word RICH if you're interested. Now, I got kind of a box of vintage toys. All right, and this here is a wrestling figurine out of the 90s. It is Goldberg. The paint's worn off in place. You can tell that it has been well played with. But it's going to be $2. Buy it now. And see if I can see good enough to actually get you a year off of this guy. It's 1999 WCW vintage. Right on the edge of not being anymore. And I got a vintage Snoopy. I think it's vintage. I haven't looked real quick here. Snoopy. Buy it now, $2. His light even works and lights up. There's a little switch on the back that turns it off. Turns it on. He's not even sure exactly what he all does. But he's just kind of a neat little figurine. And yeah, this one's vintage. It's same year I am. It's a 1978 Snoopy. There is some paint rubbed off of his nose. There's the back of him. A little switch down here is how you turn his little light on and off. And the light works, which is really kind of cool. All right. And that one I can't read the date on. Looks like 1986. And it's part of the He-Man. And he's going to be $2 again. I don't even know what his name is, but I know he comes from the He-Man series. I actually had the entire original setup of these guys when I was a kid. And about had heart failure when I found out what that original set is going for online anymore. I actually took, and I was a teenager, so I wasn't playing with them anymore. They were just sitting back in my closet. And my parents were working at the college bookstore and going to college to get their nursing degrees. And they had a lady working in there that was a single mom, 2 kids, no way of getting Christmas for them. So I donated my whole He-Man, Captain Graveskull, all that stuff. I mean, it was every piece made to that family. So those kids had a nice Christmas. And I was probably a junior in high school, and someone's like, hey, don't you have these? And we looked them up online. It was, just as internet was really in its infancy. And holy cow, that set was worth something. And this one, I can't tell a year on. All right. And he's just a figurine. He kind of creepy looking. Not real sure which set he comes off of because I don't remember him from the He-Man stuff. But it does have the stuff on his feet, but I can't read it. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to show up on camera. They got that little guy for $2 also. Buy it now. Everything tonight's pretty much just buy it now. Batman. All right. No date on his feet. I think he's the one that has it on the thigh. Or on a leg. I can't remember. Right there. And I'm not quite sure of the year of this guy either. But it is a Batman figurine. Paint's a little rubbed off in spots. I mean, these are well played with. But, if you've got a young one that's into Batman, but not like their primary thing that they're into, there you go. $2. Throw it in their stocking. They'll be happy as all get out. They got a Batman out of the deal. So there's that for $2. Let's see here. What else can I? All right. So this is kind of just a neat piece. There's no paper with it or anything, but it's like a little notebook holder. It's got the state of Florida on it. It's got some neat silver tone with gold tone inlay for the state of Florida. It's got a little thing here that you can put your pen in, and then it opens up so it takes a little notebook. But it is, all the stuff that's on the front is like embossed because it's actually through into the back. It's kind of a neat piece. But that's buy it now, $2. All right. Elmo. All right. 3 little figures. Buy it now, $2. All right. So the first one of the 3 is Tigger. Always got to have a Tigger. Tigger was your exponential ADHD symbol, man. bounced off the walls, bounced off everything. Was always happy, always in a good mood. Always loved Tigger. The other one is Garfield. Always got to have a goofy cat. And Tigger, I didn't see a date on the foot. Garfield is 1978. So he's over 40 years old, guys. Kind of a neat little piece. And then we've got Elmo. Elmo. Elmo's kind of a cool little guy. Like I said, they're just little figurines. And his, I don't see a date anywhere. It's marked JHP on the bottom. So I'm not sure if he's vintage or new, but just kind of a neat little piece. All right. We got a Ninja Turtle. All right. And I don't remember which one's which. He's got the blue bandana, so I'm not sure which one that is. The only one I know is the one in the orange, being the big goofball out of the bunch of them.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
That could be Donatello.
Is it Donnie that's blue? But he kind of moves a little bit when he squeezes his legs together. Kind of a cool little piece.
Turn him by the waist. His arms move well.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if there's any other smaller toys to go with him. I don't need that.
Okay.
All right. We're actually going to add this to the lot of 3 and make it a lot of 4 because he's one little piece. He's not vintage. It's kind of like a bobblehead. He dances back and forth. It's kind of cool. So we'll just add that to that lot of 3 and make it a lot of 4 for $2. All right. So I'm through the second box. All right. Let's see here. Still got some cookbooks in this bag. So I guess we'll show them. Amish cookbook. All right, and it's an Amish Country Cookbook, Volume 1. And doesn't seem to be anything visibly wrong with the front cover or any of the pages. It is a copyright of 1979. And it's got bread, rolls, donuts, cereals, salads, salad dressings, meat, poultry, main dishes, cakes and frostings, cookies, pies, desserts, ice cream and beverages, soups, pickles, relishes, jellies, jams, and miscellaneous. And it's just chocked full of a whole bunch of recipes. Now, the back of the book does have a little bit of damage to the back cover. It's not all the way through. It's not even on the back side of it. There's the actual inside. So it's just right there on the back. All right. Ooh. Oh. Whoopie pies. All right. And this one came from the Cosmosphere in Hutchinson. It originally retailed for $7. The Cosmosphere is a giant planetarium, essentially, in Hutchinson, Kansas. This is copyrighted 1978, so the copyright's as old as I am. And there's some of the early drawings of it and everything over there. Hutch has actually some pretty neat stuff. They have the Morton Salt Mine there that is tourable. And then they have the Stratosphere, which is your space stuff and everything. I've never actually been to it. My kids all went when they were in school to go see it. It's called Out of This World Cookbook. And there's no visible damage. It's actually kind of a really good shape for the year on it and everything. Yeah. Ooh. Doors. All right, and this one here is called the Michael Pierce's Taste of the Kansas Outdoors Cookbook. And let's see if I can find a copyright on this one. It feels newer than a lot of the others I've been showing. 2014 by the Mennonite Press in Newton, Kansas. So it actually is printed by the Mennonites. Some of the beautiful pictures in it, though. You know, when I first moved to Kansas, all my friends in Colorado were like, "What are you doing? You're going from the mountains to the flatlands." You're good, Angela. You're good. Steph set her appointment, and I'm just kind of filling in until she comes out. And yeah, but
Yeah,
just Kansas. I found out actually is very pretty, especially when you get up here in the Flint Hills. It's almost like being in the foothills of the mountains. It's nice. Okay. All right, so this one's kind of a neat one. I'm going to just put love. All right, and it's called Seasoned with Love, Make a Child Smile Incorporated, Serving Special Needs Children. And it's got a lot of neat pictures in it of the Someday Ranch. So it's got a Make a Child Smile mission statement. The mission and goal of Make a Child Smile is to serve the mentally and physically and emotionally challenged special needs children of Central Virginia by providing a program of recreational riding and horsemanship at no charge to the children and their families, thereby increasing the quality of life for these children and contributing positively to the cognitive, physical, emotional, and social well-being of each child. A nonprofit volunteer program serving special needs children since 1992. So this is one I wish I could have went and bought like from their place and, you know, donated the money that way. So we know it's copyrighted for like 92. There is a little damage to the tab here. Nothing huge. I mean, nothing that's like a deal breaker. It's not like it's got food spilled all over it or anything. It's just a little roughed up on the tabs. Beverages and microwave miscellaneous. Look at that cute little drawing with it. All right. All right. All right. And this one's called the S'more Recipes Alumni and Friends. And copyrighted 2010. And so this would be part of your Girl Scout stuff. It's ALF is for everyone who supports Girl Scouting. So it's like a Girl Scout driven book. It's got soups and teas and appetizers, beverages, soups and salads, vegetable and side dishes, main dishes, breads and rolls, desserts, cookies, candies, this and that, and troop and camping. The S'more Recipe Alumni and Friends Girl Scout related cookbook. So that one's even more than just cookbook. If you've got someone that's really into the Girl Scouts, then they've got a piece of memorabilia.
I literally stole your phone so I can mod for you.
All right, so you have to put, it's all going to be buy it now, $2. Hi, Jeffrey.
You already did.
Sorry, Steph has gone to an appointment, so I'm kind of manning the screen for a little bit. The mask is, I do community stuff for sober living, and we found out over the years that a lot of those people don't want a face that's out across the world. They just want a simple little normal person. So I keep my identity as kind of hidden off of YouTube right now. We'll see in the next year or so how that all goes. But all right. So this one's going to be put nurses cookbook. Buy it now. So BIN, $2.
Yeah, I already got the button now.
So this one's the Kansas State Nursing Association cookbook. And yes, it's on the back. I don't see a copyright in this one. Yeah, I don't see a copyright in this one. So the table of contents. Main dishes, meats and meat casseroles. Vegetable casseroles. Salad, soups, and sandwiches, and salad dressings. Breads, regular and sweet. Desserts, cakes, cookies, desserts, and pastries. Entertaining, hors d'oeuvres, snacks, and then canning and preserving. All right. All right. This one's going to be
Okay.
And this one's called Taste Treasures, Bishop Carroll Catholic High School cookbook. Everything tonight is a buy it now for $2.
It's not, it's...
Do it from a phone, isn't it? I got my oldest in here helping mod for me real quick. He jumped in and now he's like, this isn't as easy as I thought. My first night of modding for Steph on this channel. On the phone, we had Wonder Woman, and holy cow, man, I gained so much respect for mods that night. All right, so it's actually got the copyright's 2001, so it's a newer book. And it's got the guy that wrote it, Bishop Carroll. Neat little artwork, appetizers and beverages.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I already told Jeffrey hi. But yeah, you're good.
Hi.
Main dishes. Oh, you're awesome, Jeffrey. You're awesome. We're just trying to get actually on like a routine and a schedule. That seems to kind of be the answer to this. But I really, really appreciate you sharing out tomorrow night, because that one there, she'll be on here full time. I'll be modding and kind of in the background. But I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Coming to the bottom of this bag finally. All right. But yeah, so tonight's our $2 sale and chit chat. So it's kind of like the clearance night. It's the one where everyone goes, "Hi, Myra. How are you tonight?" Steph will be back in about 25 minutes or less, hopefully. She's at an appointment. You ready? And this one?
No.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just kind of chilling. You know, it gives me some time to be on screen. I mean, obviously not my face, but gives me a chance to kind of get a try at doing all this too. You know, because, you know, the goal is eventually to have both of us on screen. You know, long-term goals. This is called the Kansas State Circle Daughters of Isabella cookbook. And so this here has all the state, the vice region, all that. Catherine of Kingman, Kansas. That's where we lived before we moved up to the Flint Hills. And got people all the way up here to Topeka, Pratt, everything. It's kind of a neat little book. I don't see a copyright. Oh, right there, 1999. So the table of contents of this one is appetizers and beverages, soups and salads, vegetables, main dishes, breads, desserts, and miscellaneous. And you guys are going to have to give me just a second here. I've got to run and use a restroom. All right, sorry about that, everybody. They didn't tell me as you got older you have to run to the bathroom 10 times an hour, but okay. So put Grandma, buy it now, $2. This is Grandma Max's cookbook. Grandma owns old family recipes and concoctions with the help from family, friends, and employees. It's a 2001 copyright. It's got the picture of the people that actually wrote it. It's kind of neat. And almost feel like I really need Aaron in the room with showing all the black and white pictures. It's kind of his world. Trying to see if it had a table of contents. But it shows all the truck stop and everything that the people that helped write it. It's kind of a neat book for, it's got nice colored pictures. I don't see any visible damage to the book whatsoever.
Besides a little warpness.
Well, that's just, it does have like one of the little spine pieces missing, but that doesn't affect the book. It's got two of them missing, actually. But, cookbook don't have to stay together anyhow, because you can pull the recipes out and put them in a card form if you need to. So, all right. Well, I am through all them cookbooks now. Now let's see what I can find to get in trouble with when Steph comes back. I don't know what she did with them.
What are you
All
looking
right,
for?
let's see what I can find here that I know I'm not going to sell the farm for. Let's see here. Anything on the backdrop?
The munchkin.
No.
Nope.
That little dude's worth a lot more than $2. Let's see here. What do I got down in here? So you can tell I'm not usually on this side of the screen because now I'm looking for stuff to try to throw together to sell real quick. Okay. Well, all right. So how's everyone's evening? Not quite sure what else to sell at this point. Well, you know what? So I'm going to sell these just for the idea. They are, the date on them is 5/5/25, so they're still good. Put chocolates, buy it now, $2.
I was already doing that.
And they are just assorted premium chocolates. They're nothing fancy. They're Elmer Candy Corp chocolates. Looks like it's got the caramel, strawberry cream, orange cream, chocolate truffle, and chocolate caramel are the chocolates that's in there. It is still sealed in plastic. There is a slight rip in the corner here where the box has kind of been beaten up. Let's buy it now, $2. Yeah, very yummy. Too bad I can't eat it. It's got sugar in it because when Steph decided to go sugar-free, I decided to support her by doing the same thing. No one warned me that in your first 2 weeks, when you go sugar-free, after that first week of initial detox, if you eat sugar that second week, it'll make you sick. My job, we were catering, it was like 400 box lunches for the college. And each one of them got a little chocolate chip cookie in it. Well, I baked all the cookies. Well, in my job, you taste test everything you make. So I took a cookie, popped it in my mouth without even thinking. And within a half hour, I was sitting over a trash can. I'm going, holy cow, I've never had something mess me up like that. And it was just the sugar. I've learned how to taste test without eating that much now. Literally, it's just little itty bitty pinches. Put it in your mouth and just suck on that little pinch and you get the full flavor. Yeah. So, but the sugar-free thing, I feel so much better with not having sugar in my system. I don't feel drained all the time. I don't feel like I can run a mile and then I'm just wiped out. I just feel like my energy's there all the time without the artificial sugars in there. Trying to cook holiday season stinks for sugar-free because you pretty much have to use sugar supplements, and a lot of them, you know, the doctors are kind of like, hey, you don't really need to be using that because, you know, it can cause more health problems later. So sorry, to get a drink real quick. All right, what else can we do? Well, you know what? I've got a bunch of cheaper coffee cups here. Just put Home Sweet Home. Buy it now, $2. Now, this is a coffee cup. It's Home Sweet Home. It does have a little sticker residue that I'll get off later before I send it anywhere. There's no chips, no cracks, no nothing. Looks like it probably came from Dollar Tree at one point or Dollar General. It does have $1 on it. Now, the deal is with the coffee cups, obviously, if you get a cup for $2, for $3 more, we can either add coffee or hot cocoa, and you get the 8 pieces of candy, and you just let us know if you want it sugar-free or, you know, with sugar. We've got both. All right, put Zoo Cup, buy it now, $2. This one here came from the Sedgwick County Zoo, so that's Wichita, Kansas area. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. It's still got the original price tag on the bottom. And it's Wilco Imports is who actually made it. Let's see if I can get that to show. And it gives a description of the Sedgwick County Zoo. And nice pictures of all the animals and everything there. It's a neat little cup. And it's weird. It's not real shiny on the outside. It's almost kind of got a matted finish. Jessica, I love my cup. Well, I'm glad. All right, Jessica, you're good.
When I was typing out Home Sweet Home, after I typed sweet, it was going as suggested, Alabama. I just laughed.
Let's see here. I'm trying to see what I can find that, you know, I won't get yelled at for trying to sell. Hey, oldest, there is a box. It's like this wide, like that long, stands about this tall. It's got a whole bunch of little boxes in the top of it. You see it over there?
No. That's like paperwork. Look. Not box.
No, here, it's right there. That one right there.
This one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Found me a box I can sell out of. That I won't get chewed out for. Nah, Steph wouldn't really yell at me for much anything on these. This is one of the items I picked. So we're going to put shot glass. Buy it now, $2. This is a Vietnam shot glass. It's got Vietnam on the glass. It's in its box. And the detail on the outside of this.
I put bit for bean. Even though I'm pretty sure it's B, but yeah.
Kind of a neat little glass. Like I said, it's all the detail down on there. It's a collector's glass. Nice little shot glass collectors for Vietnam. It does come in the box. Guess you would call it kind of like new old stock idea. Box is a little beat on corners and stuff. You know, it's not perfect, but there's no damage to the glass. All right. Let's see here. All right. Right there's one I'm going to show first. And then this will be the next one. I have 2 of these available. It is Cuticle Revitalizer Oil. And this is the cherry oil. And new in box. Both of them for $2. So it's 2 for 2. All right. Now I'm dropping stuff. All right. And I don't know much about cuticle revitalizing oil. I'm a guy. Obviously, you look at my cuticles, they're all trashed and hangnails and knife nicks and everything else. No one ever warned me when you start cooking professionally as a chef level that you really got to watch them fingers. Them knives do not give much forgiveness. You know, your home knives, you know, you have to slide them across your hand to really jack yourself up. These, you just hit your finger and it's over. It goes almost to the bone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then I've got the lavender version of the same thing. It's cuticle. It's lavender. And I've got 2 of these, so 2 for 2.
Yeah, I said a pair, so.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
Was...
So, you know, anyone watching the replay or, you know, Steph will do a rapid fire round when she gets back. She did that last night, and I thought it was such a neat thing going on, and just basically everything you show, just rapid fire it and run it through. So anyone that's watching it at the end, you know, and they're going, man, it was kind of a neat show. There was some stuff I wanted, but I can't remember what it was. Well, it's all right there at the end. You're going to see it again, and you can email. Ninja Turtle for $2. Gotcha, Maritza. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. So put sold Ninja Turtle $2 and then put in Maritza. All right. Let me find my pen. Set it down somewhere. Give me a second. Let's roll these bags since I keep trying to knock them off. All right. Ninja Turtle. $2. Like I said, thank you, Maritza. You know, this whole deal's taking me a little getting used to. I'm not used to being on this side of the screen. All right. Ninja Turtles label. All right. Man, where was I? Let's go digging some more. All right. Richie. All right. So, and then.
1 or oh.
So which one would you like? Would you like the lavender or cherry or one of each, Maritza? The lavender. All right, we gotcha. Thank you, Maritza. All right. All right, got those. All right.
Yeah, we got you.
All right, you get put monostat 7.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Buy it now for $2.
Yep. And then this one's monostat 7. It's a buy it now for $2. Make sure where we're at on date on it. Right there. So it is out of date. It is 4/20 of 2023. So, it's over a year out of date. So I don't know if it's any good or not. I'm not sure how this end of medical stuff works. Most topicals that I've had, they just weaken with age.
Well, they weaken and then they corrode and dissipate.
All right, put diaper cream
Diaper cream.
for $2. And this one here is your Honest Diaper Rash Cream.
I'm making sure I got it. Except for I put B instead of P.
It's 2.5 ounces. And it's Honest Diaper Rash Cream. Zinc oxides can protect it. So it's a zinc formula.
Buy now for $2.
Yep.
I'm just making sure because,
And it's 9 of 23 for an expiration. Like I said, I'm not quite sure. I just know this is stuff that's in a box that needs to go somewhere. If you don't feel comfortable buying it, don't. I'm not worried about it. It'll be stuff like this will be something that ends up going to some families if if they've got babies and they need something to put on their bottom. All right, put nails. Just put nails. Buy it now, $2.
I was searching for nails.
And these are Jolly Rancher press-on nails. It's 24 pieces. So it's 2 times. 2 sets of nails in here. Like I said, they're press-on. They're just pre-glued, but they're Jolly Rancher. Got the Jolly Rancher and the little crazy dudes.
Makes me
buy it now for $2.
Since it's Jolly Rancher, I think it's like edible, but probably
right,
highly.
I think I'm gonna quit messing in that box because I'm not really gaining much.
Hey, you gained a little bit.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not quite sure where to go with the rest of it. Some of that mom, I'm sure, bought for a reason. Let's see, where are we? Hey, we should be getting pretty close to Steph coming back. Just depending on how long her appointment took over the phone here.
Your phone's at 17%.
Hi, Jess. How are you tonight? How was work? Mom should be back out here real shortly. So I may get yelled at for this, but why not?
Yeah, you definitely are.
All right, so put socks, $2. All right, so I've got a set of Eggo, let go of my Eggo waffle socks here. They are crew socks. They are not ankles. They are crew socks. Let me see it. No, let me see it. I will call them back in a few. But they're Lego My Ego crew socks. $2. Buy it now. They are about medium weight. They're not extremely heavy weight, but they're not like silk or anything like that. There is 2 for the pair for $2. And that one there will just be keyword Ego. These are Swedish Fish brand, and they are crew socks also. And they're going to be buy it now for $2 for the pair. They're just like the Eggo ones. So you're going to put fish for a keyword. Fish. You don't have to type anything. And then if crew socks aren't your deal, I've got the Tootsie Pop socks. They are anklets. They are the small ones. They're sweet vibe. Tootsie Roll. And they are ankle socks.
Oh.
And they're a little thinner than the others. Of course, most ankle socks aren't real thick anyhow. And then I've got the Dots ankle socks. $2. Buy it now. And that one will just be keyword Dots. Yeah, work was kind of work for me too. It was hurry up and get out of there today, being my Friday. I probably could have walked out the door before noon, but I decided to stick around, help them out, do dishes, do some cleaning, and then I hightailed it. Still was home at a decent time, so a lot better than the last 3 weeks have been. Well, I'm pretty much out of things that I feel comfortable bringing up here for $2 without, Steph sitting right here saying yes or no. So we're just kind of waiting on her. So unless I can just kind of find something laying around and then, All right. I just don't see a whole lot on this side over here. So what's everyone doing for supper tonight? Speaking of that, Richie, reach up there, hit on the stove, and hit the up button to where it says 350.
On the stove?
Yeah. For bake, hit bake.
Ah.
And then make sure it's at 350. So you push the up arrow once.
Okay. And hit bake again?
Nope. Just let it be.
Okay.
Thank you. That way we can have supper here in an hour. It's meatloaf.
Yeah.
I made it and set it in the oven. All we had to do is turn it on. Yeah, we're doing meatloaf tonight for supper. Kind of fooded out after the holiday. It's really kind of hard for me to eat and cook a lot around the holidays, but we're doing meatloaf tonight. Don't know what we'll do tomorrow. I'm not at work, so I'll figure out something kind of special to do. If anyone in here, you might go over to Jess the Butterfly Queen. She is our daughter. Her and her fiance both were on last night with Steph and were selling. They both did an amazing job. Go on and, subscribe to Jess the Butterfly Queen if you wouldn't mind. Pretty much anyone you see in here that you see interacting, go on, subscribe to them. Most of those people are really good people. We don't really have a whole lot in our chat that is not someone I would want you to have around. They're not going to mess you over or anything. And pretty much everybody's understanding of, our rules for the chat. If you're here for you, cool. Welcome in. I don't care who you buy from. I don't care where you shop. Just don't bring the drama in here. That's all we ask. But yeah, so let's see here. So just go ahead and shut my screen off, dude, since my phone's almost dead. There's not much I can do with it until Mom comes
Yeah,
up.
I just had to do that.
Let me see my phone.
Yeah, I do not know how to.
No, you're good.
You
Well, what'd you do to me?
I turned down the brightness since your battery was draining.
I'm going to share Jess's link off of my phone here to her channel. She also sells with Angela on Saturday nights. So go check them out. They put on a pretty good show. They're usually on Angela's channel. This last week they were on Jess's channel. There's the link for Jess. Just dropped it through from my phone. But that's go on. Everyone go on. Subscribe to Jess. Follow them around. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind being over here if I can keep showing stuff, but I'm out of stuff to show.
You could end the stream.
No, because Mom's going to come back and she's going to do her rapid fire.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just kind of chilling and hanging out with everybody, which I'm all good with.
Speaking of which, she's here.
I'm here.
Okay. Well, I ran out of things to show.
Are you still live?
Yeah, I'm still live.
I was just asking if you shut the show down because you ran out.
No.
I mean, we can't run out of stuff, but
I ran out of stuff that I felt comfortable bringing for $2 without
for
getting yelled at.
$2. Okay.
I broke into a box, and hopefully you don't care.
Oh no! What did you break into? Oh!
And I know what you paid for them, so because I know whose show they came off.
Well, probably everybody knows whose show it came off of.
All right, so she's back.
All right,
Woohoo! I'm off.
you're off.
Nice hanging with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So yeah, so this appointment did not cancel next week's appointment. I have that one still too. But listen, it don't matter. As long as I don't set it up for 3 o'clock next week, we're good.
I did pretty good with modding.
Yeah, Richie.
You modded?
Yeah. You could tell when I started modding.
Okay.
And then I started.
All right.
Holy
So
cow, I can see again.
so what's sold? What's unsold? That way I don't re-show.
That stack that's right over there, that's got the 2 cuticle oils, the Ninja Turtle, and the cookbooks.
These are sold.
Those are all sold to Maritza.
Woo-hoo. All right.
But
Oh, isn't that Michelangelo? Is
No.
the blue one?
Michelangelo
Who's blue?
is orange for one.
All right. So who's
Mikey's
blue?
the-
Could be
Yeah.
Here, wait a minute. So we do
I
not
know
have
it
the
ain't
same.
Raphael
Hey.
because
you ain't
Where's
got it.
my mark? Oh, okay. You've already got
I've been
mark.
writing on everyone.
Thank you.
Everybody's awesome in the chat about being patient for you to write stuff down. So,
Are you trying to get out of modding for me?
no, I'm just saying whenever something happens and you're on and I'm not.
Oh
here,
yeah.
They're good at
No, there's others that don't have mod.
did you bring in that charger that I stole?
Oh no, it's still in the vehicle. You'll have to
Would
go
you
out
mind
there.
going
It's
getting
plugged
that for
in,
me,
please. All right. So let's see. So what all did you show?
Everything in that box, and all the cookbooks.
All right.
So, I mean, I didn't show everything in this box, but I showed the important stuff. Everything except for that is all. I showed like 3 of those cards.
I know.
3 of them.
You thought you were going to sell 3 for $2?
Well, I just figured if I got any interest.
Hey, come on.
They're all in order. So.
All in order?
Yeah, they're all like wrestlers together.
Okay. So, Dutch Mantel. Hey, so there's a lot of cards here. I'd say there's more than 24. Anyone want them for $2? Starting bid? $2? $2 starting bid. If not, they're going in someone's stocking for Christmas. $2 starting bid for the WCW. There's Tommy Rich. There's Ricky Morton. There's Ric Flair. Come on, Ric Flair.
You know who Ricky Morton is, right? That was Shawn Michaels' partner. Rock and Roll Express.
Heck yeah. There's Sting. Come on, y'all. Come on. You know.
You have to pay attention to chat while you.
I'm watching chat. Oh, Jess was in here.
Yeah.
Work was work. Cool. Welcome in if you're still in here, Jess. Let me see if there's the bag. $2 starting bid for the WCW. I mean, you can't get much more vintage than that. WCW does not exist anymore. Let's see. What else? Alright. So this stuff did not sell earlier, right? Let me
none of it sold. The only thing that sold I pulled out.
Alright. We're just going to do kind of a rapid round. Dude, you got cookbooks all over.
I know. There's one bummer of the mask. I can't see.
You can't see? Yeah, we got to figure out something.
I've got my glasses off. Otherwise, they just fog up. So.
I mean, I get so-and-so, you know. But,
if I could find that mask, I'd wear it.
Yeah, we just got to have something that way your face isn't on a public platform. I want meatloaf. Dude, my practitioner was like, "What's for dinner?" And I'm like, "Mr. Stephanie is making meatloaf, and it's with what is it?
It's ground turkey.
It's ground turkey." All right, so here's a saddle. It's an ornament. This is probably, it might be leather, but I'm not gonna say it is leather as far as the string there, right? I worked with leather when I was in school, like for real. They taught us life skills and things like that, but it's so thin I cannot tell if it's real leather. But that's a saddle for $2. But yeah, it's like it's ground turkey, and my practitioners like, I thought you were gonna say it's real beef, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't been down to my grandma's yet. That's gonna happen soon. That's gonna happen before Christmas, and maybe I can talk her feisty self into maybe doing a little live with me, because she has a lot of neat stuff. I think she'd get a kick out of it. But $2 for the star. So let's see, it's Tuesday night. What's everyone's plans? Tomorrow's hump day.
No, tomorrow's my Saturday.
Oh, it's Mr. Stephanie's Saturday. So there's cross, $2. Let's see, the tequila, rose, strawberry cream, shot glass, $2. We're just going to go back through this really quick. So
I'm just going to let you show and tell. I'm not.
Yeah, no, it's already, if someone see something they want it. Well, if you catch it on the...
Maritza's been going back. Like, she leaves and then comes back
Maritza,
in and
yeah.
Is what I noticed.
I don't know how you came out with that phone. It literally was like trying to copy and paste it.
I've gotten fast language.
Sorry.
It is not after 8 o'clock anywhere. it ain't even, and we're in the center of the continental U.S. It's only after 6. So $2. Buy it now. $2 a piece. So you can put 1 or 2. 1 and 2. However, that's the pomegranate. Those will make a really great. Did you show my Vietnam shot glass for $2?
Yes, I did.
For $2?
Yeah.
Do you know how much I have into that?
No.
Do you know where I got
You
it?
left me at my own device in here for well over an hour.
So this, this was sourced through the community of combat boots. I don't know if they purchased it overseas and brought it home, or if it was purchased here. But that's Vietnam. Y'all look, that's cool. That is worth $2. It will not come back for less than $2. I don't care what Mr. Stephanie says.
And this is why it's better to have Steph show stuff, because she's got more of a description story to it than I do.
These are press-on nails. I got these from Miss Save Here First herself a while back. These are the Jolly Rancher ones. I remember these came on one of her palettes, and she's like, who would want stuff like that? Well, you never know. And it's a great stocking stuffer. $2. Buy it now. Jolly Rancher. Now, this is diaper rash cream. I bet you Mr. Stephanie didn't tell you about this one either.
Yes, I did.
You did. What'd you tell him?
It's out of date, too.
It's out of date. It is out of date, but I got news for you. If you're a woman and you have a big bust, even in the winter it happens, right? You slap that stuff right under. Yep, it is still good for that. All right, cuticle oil. This is cherry oil. I've got 2 of those.
And I did I
have more.
I know, I did them 2 for $2.
You know, I have that more in shipping with these, right?
Should leave me to myself in here and run out of stuff to try to sell for $2.
You know, today's appointment, I did not have an appointment today scheduled. That was last minute.
Oh, I know. And I went with the stuff I felt safe at selling for the $2.
You're fine. I'm just harassing you because I can. Let's see. We've got 2 clamper bracelets. This one's a little heavy, not overall. It does look like it needs maybe some cleaning. I don't know. It's got some off the wall, you know. I don't know if it's meant to look like that. Maybe it's got some peeling paint. I don't know. But there's that one. This one's more of a rope one, but it is solid other than the gaps in between. That's another clamper one. Let's do 2 for $2.
Oh, sure.
2 for $2. We got to get this stuff out of here one way or another. Let's see what else is on my desk so we can let go for $2. I know something else I can let go of for $2. Y'all, you got to check this out. I didn't get shared this the other day. No, this is not $2. Mm-hmm. In fact, I haven't Googled it yet, but it is more beautiful than what it showed for the night I purchased it. Okay, I cannot give it enough justice. The person that showed it well. This has sapphires and amethyst in it. It's a size, I believe it's a size 8. Let's see. I put it on the manual. I should have read that. It's more than a size 8, which is why it's loose on me. It's an 8.5. Okay.
Are you selling that?
No, I am not selling this tonight. That was a personal buy because I think the person who sold it to me, they were aware it could be something. I think it is. I'm going to, if y'all haven't been to my community page yet, if you click on that, go all the way down, I feature not 1, not 2, but over 70 other channels. Now, I have the capabilities of featuring more than that. I will get there. I meant to already have the rest of them in there. But I don't know if Mr. George is or not. That's who I got this ring from. Okay. And I tell you, I paid a fraction of the price I should have paid for it, but I paid what he asked for it. You will find some wild deals on YouTube. And if you're on the right channel at the right time, I will tell you, Mr. George, he's vintage something. Feel bad because I do not remember. I know what he looks
And
like.
I don't have him.
No, you don't.
So-
He's
so.
one of a group that I was following a while back, but this was my first buy. Actually, this was not. This was my first purchase that evening. It was not my first thing that I got from him. Well, that night it was. I got coins. And he was so detailed on packaging them. I know exactly which ones they are. Oh, this is $2. This is that cherub. It's got a butt crack right there. See that little indentation? Yep,
You're
right there.
obsessed with the cherub's butt crack.
It's because you can see it on the. That's breakable. So, I mean, it's not breakable enough that if you set it down, it's going to break. But if you threw it at someone and missed, it would break. So that's $2. You know what? Those do not say names, okay? So I'm just going to remind you now. But those goblets, those green ones that we sold, they all arrived intact. And I was very nervous about that.
Oh, that package had me worried.
And not because your dad didn't package it well. But you should have seen the package that came to me. It looked like they did everything but run over it. In fact, whoever the carrier was, they essentially destroyed it and had to tape it, but didn't put a label that they damaged it. It was bad.
Well, one of the girls that works with us worked for FedEx last year during Christmas time. She goes,
I know it wasn't FedEx.
They pay you over $25 an hour and tell you have 30 days to make that money. So they don't really care what happens to the packages.
That package I knew that was damaged before I touched it because you could see the glass in the tape. All right, so these are Halloween. I know Halloween's over, but you know what? Halloween theme is year round. It can be for somebody. Anyone that likes to do diamond art. I know I can't show these well enough, but it's a witch.
I know someone's
So 20 by 20.
Some of the diamond art because I'm going to steal them here and one of them in a little
Well,
while and do one just to try 'em.
So that's a witch. I feel bad I cannot show it well. Now I know why Save Here First gets us photos that she can share. Because you cannot do justice here. So that's a witch. $2. Buy it now. This one is a cat and a few pumpkins and some bats. $2. That one shows a lot better. Here, let's see. $2. It's a 20 by 20 also. 20 by 20 also. The kit is in it. That's why it's that thick. Thought about moving to the other streaming app, but I'm already having issues with this one. I'm gonna have to because actually we got some surprises towards the end of the month. But we're not gonna wrap those up tonight. What else can I show? Hey, these are not perfect.
I didn't feel comfortable getting into any of your jewelry up there. So
you know what? We could let both of them go. We'll see. It's a jewelry lot. They look identical. They really do.
right,
They
we'll
do
a
have a
starting
stamp. So we're going to do a starting bid. $2 for both of them. They're just the way they are worth $1 a piece. Okay. That's a lot of beads. You could repurpose this. If not, it's going in my crafting lot. But there are some stones missing, which is why it's going so cheap. See it? That one's missing some. Let's see. That one's missing some.
Oh, Jeffrey says, hello. How are you doing
Jeffrey,
today?
hey, how's it going?
Jeffrey and I already sat there and had a little conversation.
All right, so that's that one. That one we've established is missing multiple stones. But look, the pearls, those could be fox pearls. I don't know. I didn't test them.
It's a good crafting lot, George.
But it's good crafting lot. So the stones all seem to be there for that one. But let's see if they're there. Nope, there's at least, yep, there's one missing out of that one. See? There's one missing. So, 2 for $2.
So Jeffrey shared out your show for tomorrow night.
Awesome. Well, I was hoping I'd get back to do those ornament giveaways, but we only got showing 6 in here.
Yeah.
And I got 8 ornaments. And I need people to have boxes or will have boxes for those to go in. Before the cutoff for Christmas. So, did you show this too?
No.
Okay. Because, yeah, we're not doing that one. That
No.
one's got like 6 of them in there. And they can be magnets.
So I don't know if you sell or do anything really on your channel, Jeffrey, but I'm going to drop your link if that's okay.
Yeah, wait and make sure. I don't know. I see Jeffrey and other channels on, and that's how we've met through other chats. So
I mean,
yeah,
you don't have to sell on your channel if you use it and do any kind of videos or whatever. I don't have a problem dropping your
so
link.
this is insane, but we're gonna start it at $2. It's gold tone and looks like it's got some age on it, but it's not an antique. $2 starting bid for the cross. It is a small cross, okay? It is so small. Let's see. Let me get something for size comparison. Size comparison. So this is a pin. This is, yep. So, comparison. So it has, I would say, at least been taken out of the package once because it's not attached at the back. But it is there, right? It's just not in its pack in the back. But look at that rose. Look at that rose on there. So I would say, it's been around for a bit. $2. Buy it now. No, I said starting bid. But you know what? Let's do it. $2. Buy it now. You will get the case with it. I do short videos sometime. I have done live streams.
To see the sunset from Jamestown, Rhode Island. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go
I
on.
shared the link.
So Jeffrey, we have not been to Rhode Island yet. We've been up the eastern seaboard. We went through the ocean tunnels. I've got some videos I got to share. I've got to upload. But I'm a military mom, so I got to be careful how before I've got to look at them before I share them on a public platform.
Oh, that's cool. I want to take and go in.
Shirley, hey, welcome in.
I want to take and go down to the Little Apple where they did their lights Friday.
So they did do them Friday.
Yeah, they did them Friday, which is good because we didn't want to be down
now
there
remember,
with
the videos I did today were not on this platform. They were on the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering because, I mean, it looks like they're still setting up a little bit. This is buy now, $2. It's insane. It's gold tone. The cross is flat. It's not over. I'm telling you, this is light. It's a really small chain. There's the rose. So, welcome in, Shirley. Alrighty. Let's see. What else? We're going to try to clear off. This does not need to come out tonight. That part of a bigger lot somewhere else. When is Pride? Is it February or March? I know it was right before spring.
I know it was still cold.
It was still cold. It was before it warmed up here.
Yeah. Of course, last year was just nasty all year long. So.
That I am not doing for $2. I'm gonna probably do. I get that, so I might use it, or I would sell it. I need to use it. That one. Let me make sure before I show this one. Don't see my other one. I have one for my grandbaby. That one might be for my grandbaby, so we're just going to hold off on showing that one tonight. I got a Santa button, but until I know my grandbaby's wasn't on my desk, I'm not showing it. Not going to happen there. We're going to put sunflower dollars. We do those. We unrolled them last week. We're going to do more.
Do you want to explain to people how they can purchase those in someone else's name?
We'll do that tomorrow evening.
Okay.
Just because I've had a lot this evening with having that appointment. This was an appointment that wasn't scheduled. I would buy the cross, but my mail.
So she's in Canada.
So you're in Canada, okay. I heard that, and I've heard others are trying to send mail a different way. I'd rather wait and wait till they open back up, because it's got to be a mess. It's got to be a mess. And I don't know that whole situation.
It wouldn't be in that big of a problem if the
USPS
shut down, but
yeah, it's George from Vermont. So George, who ships from Vermont, that's who I got those from. I'm going to show you these. They're not going for $2 a piece. I've got to check, but I want to show y'all. This is George from Vermont. I know he's got vintage in his name. It might be Vintage Dust, George Vintage Dust, or something. I'll put him in my community chat later.
So Jeffrey says, over in Newport, Rhode Island, there's a Navy base. And then said last year, Johnny has come to Jamestown, Rhode Island. Carol has. Toochman has. I wish I could have been part of that one.
So what was it? The last day of August is when we left here?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was the last day of August. We left here, and we're right next door to Fort Riley. I think most people have heard of Fort Riley. If you haven't, that is a military installation. That's who my Neighbors in Combat Boots events are for. It's folks either on that installation who live off post. This one's a 1980s Mexican, bronze coin. I'm just showing y'all these are not for sale tonight. I need to look them up a little bit more. This one's from the Cayman Islands. But look at the detail. He bagged them all, okay? I can tell you, I probably should have paid more for them. But there just wasn't people in his chat that evening. There was only a couple of us. And my dad used to collect coins. He kept collect them, ones that would end up in circulation. So like Canada coins. I actually purchased when we were in when we were in Kansas City almost 2 weeks ago. The two guys recommended a couple places that had estate sales, and we went to one. And I want y'all to know, holy moly! If I had,
where's my placard?
Oh yeah, we can show that. It's not for sale tonight. It's got a story on it, but I'll show you why. Yeah. So those came from Mr. George. I'm keeping it in here for right now because I need to message him and thank him for one. I love my ring. Y'all, there are so many great channels here on YouTube, and the humans behind the screen are incredible. It's a big placard. How could you miss it? You probably put it up.
Probably. So I wouldn't lose it.
Um,
Guess what? I lost it.
We're not showing that tonight. We're gonna have some more minerals. This will be one of them. I can't show it that great right here without. Well, I guess I could take it out. We're just hanging out. We're gonna do a chit chat. I'm kind of overdoing the sale tonight, y'all. If you haven't already figured that out, so if you want to go, I mean, if there's something you're looking for, you can tell me, and I'll look and see if I've got it. But the $2 sale's over for tonight. Look at those. So I'm trying to kind of decompress from an appointment I was not scheduled for, but it was sprung on me kind of last minute. But it is what it is. I tell everybody, which is why I struggle with scheduling with other channels. It's not because some of them aren't really great. It's because things do come up, and I don't want to have to cancel on them or have to leave. Because I value other people's time. I really do.
Yeah, and I won't go on someone else's channel and take over. So
yeah, not gonna happen. I'm just clearing some stuff off if I see anything else, but I think we're kind of done with the sale tonight. We'll just show some stuff. Johnny's really cool, Jeffrey, because what he didn't realize, yes, it's a busy time, and it really is. In 2021, our youngest soldier, yes, we've got two, right? Got two that we raised, but that I gave birth to. We went over, picked them up because COVID restrictions were real, and they were the hardest on federal families. Ours was the first graduation that summer to loosen some of the restrictions up. And we had to adhere to everything because if anyone had messed up, they had to closed it back. In a way, so we went to the East Coast. First time for me and Mr. Stephanie together. Because the first time I went, he had a heart attack.
Couldn't ride in a vehicle
and he couldn't ride in a vehicle that long, and he couldn't fly. He wasn't medically cleared. So,
hi, Jessica. Glad to see you back.
Hey, Jessica. Anyways, we took the southern route home because we literally live almost in the center of the continental U.S. And so we spent our anniversary in Louisiana. Matter of fact, in Homa. That's where we stayed. And when you're called Homa going into New Orleans, there on the right side, there is
a little roadside stand.
Well, it's more than a roadside stand. And what we call them back in Colorado, because that's where Mr. Stephanie and I was raised, was Colorado. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him, and I know a few others to ask about. There was more that came out of those coins, but I kept them. I'm bad with dates, so things in my year that I was born, my kids were born, and Mr. Stephanie, or even my parents, I might keep them for a little bit. But the ones I showed them for two reasons. The one, people didn't know that Mr. George knows his stuff. He takes the time to package well, and it was amazing. I was so glad I got that package. And I've followed him on and off since like May, but that was on my other channel. So anyway, we stopped and we got this, and I thought it was like a letter opener. I don't know. I just figured, it's something. I mean, if you hit someone hard enough, it's gonna puncture, right? No, Cajun Roots reseller. So Johnny, he was on my channel one evening when I was showing this because I need a letter opener. I may just need to ask my grandma if she's got an extra one.
Oh, I didn't realize Kyle was from Colorado.
Kyle's from Colorado?
That's kind of cool.
You mean late night Kyle?
Yeah. So is Cool Ranch Amy. She lives in Colorado.
She lives in Colorado.
And I know of another one I saw the other day.
So I think it's Bean or something that's in Colorado. I'll have to look.
Well, I was born and raised in the part of Colorado where John Denver was full of crud. Because there ain't no Rocky Mountains where I was born.
Mr. Stephanie's just... We grew up, yes, Mr. Stephanie was born in Colorado. I was not. I was born in the Lone Star State of Texas. Yes, I am proud of it. And yes, I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan. I am. Rain or shine, I bleed blue and silver, which is interesting because he is a Kansas City fan, and we were both raised in Colorado. So yeah, there's a lot of info about us if you want it. But we grew up in Colorado. Like, you'd have to drive about 35 miles on a clear day. If you knew where to look on the horizon, you could see mountains. Otherwise, John Denver was full of... I might have said that too fast. But John Denver was obviously full of it. So, what's y'all's plans for the evening? I'm going to show y'all some stuff, okay? I'm going to show you stuff from your New England Patriot. Well, welcome to our channel.
Man, Jeffrey, I liked you up until then.
You better behave or I'll throw something. I'm going to throw some tape at him, Jeffrey, for you.
Anyone that's into football, you have your little...
My chat's open. As long as you're friendly, you're welcome in. Here's another one. So, interesting enough, I've got some pins. I got this one from Don Southern Finds. This was a free item, y'all. Okay? I'm not doing it justice. There's pink flowers in there. Okay, this was a free item. I think she sells them for $6 or more. There's other channels, they have them cheaper. Sometimes they have them more. Anyways, that came in my firecracker. So my teen, she let me borrow this one, and I just found it on my desk because I'm clearing it off. She wanted that pin exchanged for this one. So when Don was on selling, Don Southern Finds, when she was selling with Yarn Again a few weeks back, I hollered at my teen to come out because Don was showing her pins. And Don had an assortment of them and said, choose one. They come in the mail, so I get to keep that one still. Y'all, we have so many great community members. Not everyone's sellers, not everyone's buyers. But I will tell you something. We have a huge community, and it's just one aspect of it.
I've only ever bought 2 things. Most of the time, I'm just in chat.
Right? Yeah, Mr. Stephanie don't really make purchases. Anyway, so let's see. Yeah, that's who I got this from, right? Wait. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Alright, I'm just gonna show you the card. And oddities. Now, she should be one. If you go to my community channel, go all the way down. It's gonna have featured. Alright, you have to click on all. I checked earlier today. It brings all 70-something people up. Yes, I've got more than that. I've got 222 followers. Woo! Appreciate all of you. I follow more than double that. And I've only featured 70-something of them. I think it's 76 or 77 of them so far. NG on when I check her out, right? She is usually on with Erin Proctor. Who else does she sell with? Erin Proctor. I think she's been on Sandy and Odo, Trish. Angie's in a lot of places. She's a great one. And
so yeah, Jeffrey, I haven't got into basketball yet this season because college football season just ended. And we had to cater for a KSU because they're up here where we live. So
I got this fairy lamp. I've been wanting one for a long time. I think I got that from Angie. Honestly, I think I did. I buy enough from a lot of people that sometimes it just blends. I'm not lying. Hey, Jeffrey. This I got off the late night show. This is probably my favorite. This is how old I am. This many. He's a reproduction. I don't think he's as old as us, but the brand is that old. So, let's see what else. Oh, this came from Dawn. This was my last order from her. It came this week. See the blues. It comes out to purple. This is a sapphire right here. These people, they know how to package and they know how to ship. I've had a few that don't know how to package, and
yes, that's Gizmo.
That's Gizmo. So Gizmo is, yeah. I have another one, but when Mr. Stephanie got sick the last time, we ended up homeless. Yeah, homelessness can happen to anyone at any given time. You don't have to put yourself there.
What would they tell us? Most people are one illness away from being homeless, and it is true.
And so, yeah, not last winter, the winter before, we spent in a modified pop-up camper on my grandparents' farm because my grandma was a freshly new widow. And we didn't plan to spend the winter in the camper, but I didn't want to take over her house. And our disabled, not physically disabled, but our children, adult children, they stayed in the house with her. So if you'd have put a bunch of other people in there, she'd have felt lost. I tell her that in a way. She thinks we'd all survive now. I love her. Let's see. That's another challenge coin. So, do you know what channels y'all are missing out on right now? I'm sure there's a great one. I know there's people on Tuesday night. Not trying to chase y'all out of here.
Say hi to you because she already said hi to me.
Hey, Myra. Welcome in. Shoot, I need to drop some emails. I meant to, but people were at work, and yeah. If y'all are listening and you haven't got an email and you're expecting one, it'll happen after this live. I can assure you that. That I am not showing. It just needs to go somewhere. We're going to donate that.
I think just take it down here to
our little place down here. That's exactly where it's going. We're going to donate that. What else are we going to? I got some stud earrings. So, yeah, I've got a ton of stuff. I just got to get my space cleared off. I got some abalone earrings.
So, Jeffrey, I was a CU Buffs fan growing up my entire childhood. And as long as CU isn't playing them, I usually root for KSU because I have gotten to meet the coaches, the players, everything for the job I work. So I kind of root for them just because they're normal people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So Jeffrey is in Rhode Island. So Jeffrey, we have not been any further than. Do you remember what town that was in Vermont?
I don't.
I'll have to look. So, and
it was out of Whitehall, New York.
Yeah. So we stayed in Whitehall, New York in September, the first week of September. And we drove up. It was within 40 miles. So we drove up to Vermont. Mr. Stephanie thought I was going to lose my phone because the windshield needed cleaned and clean it. So I stuck my phone out the window so I could get a picture of it, right? He thought I was going to drop it. I'm like, dude, wait, I went back for it. We just had to hope that the case would have survived the fall. I still haven't had time to share all that. We got videos. We sourced in Vermont. I've got some of that stuff here. I've showed some of it. I don't think we've sold any of it, but that's all right. We went up. We end up sourcing a mission, and that mission is basically kind of like what we do, just not on the scale they do it. They have they had a soup kitchen, they had a thrift store. What else? There was so many faceted. They had a pantry. Just, oh my goodness, it was an enormous amount of stuff. And so we sourced there. Some of their stuff was kind of pricey, so you could go to bed soon, honey. Go ahead. Oh, I hear that. Yeah. I don't dare try to take caffeine tonight right now because I'm trying to get back in a routine and going to bed at a more decent time.
We didn't go into Connecticut.
We didn't go into Connecticut. So our next trip north, we're going to hit Rhode Island because ultimately our bucket list is Maine. I want to go crab.
My bucket list is 48 out of 50 states.
No, because I want to go to Alaska. My grandpa.
All right, so 50 out of 50. But
Yeah, and Hawaii has always been on our list. But no, I want to go to Alaska for a few reasons. But mainly.
See you later, Jessica.
See you later, Jessica. Have a good evening, honey. My grandfather, so Jess and my youngest soldier, great grandfather, he was stationed in Alaska, and so that's where that was a lifetime ago because he passed away young, like my dad did. Actually, his dad, my mom's dad, and my dad died at the same age. So yeah, it's. Hey, who does junk journals? Asking for a friend. I got a bunch of stuff that I think people use for junk journals. But it's not something I don't know that I'd sell it, but maybe I'd send it to them. I know, what's her name? I am going to chop her name up. I'm good with faces, not names. Anitra. Did I say it right?
I think so.
Please tell me I said it right. Anitra.
Okay, I say it.
She's on with Aaron Proctor. If y'all haven't checked Aaron out, now I know he's in my featured.
Yeah, some of them cookbooks I was showing earlier, some of those are Aaron style stuff. Black and white pictures.
Oh, there's so much stuff, and there's so much I learned from other communities here on YouTube. I don't stay in just one area of YouTube. I've never actually done that.
That's part of the reason why we want to go to Maine, Jeffrey, is to eat Maine lobster.
So I will tell you, there's a difference between eating bayou, and I mean this all respectfully. So if there's some rift between the East Coast or the West Coast or the bayous with crab, I don't want to hear it, okay? Because that's not what I'm. That's yeah. But I'll tell you, Louisiana is gator. And we got a place that they package it, freeze it, whatever, right? And they will ship it to us. I'm really considering it because
you gotta wait till springtime so I can grill it. Grill gator sausage.
I really want gator. I really want gator. Someone will think I'm going to hell, and that's okay. I will eat gator and go to hell. I mean, wherever it is, it's probably in this. I've got this vintage jewelry box I'm using as a desk. I got my desk, but I don't have drawers. It's a gaming desk. It was free.
Shirley likes lobster. too.
Lobster. So I like surf and turf. I do. So that's why I want to go to Maine. I want lobster and I want crab. Now the East Coast, I prefer crab. I tried it in the bayou, and I don't know, maybe it's because I tried it on the East Coast first.
I mean, nothing tastes the same in the middle of the country where we are. To get lobster and stuff shipped to you, it has
unless it's like,
and
unless it's air dropped. And I mean, I do know places that do that, but you're also paying a premium for that, and we ain't got no budget for that. Come on, we're selling on YouTube. And I mean that respectfully, because there's a lot of great people on YouTube that sell. That was actually part of my
So Jeffrey wants to know if we've ever tried frog legs.
Oh,
they love frog legs.
Did I mention I was born in the South? So my mama always talked about fried frog legs. So I haven't had fried frog legs in a while.
I think the last time we had fried frog legs was that place in Wichita. The buffet.
So I haven't had we haven't had frog legs in over a year.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe we should do that and make 2024 great before it ends. I could do it. I've got to go down to that area before Christmas. So, yep, I've got one more trip to the South. One more medical trip this year. Hopefully that'll be the end of my medical trips for this year, but then next month will come and it'll start over again. That's what happens when you neglect your body. You have an addiction that you overcame 10 years ago, but the damage is done.
Yes, it is.
I am 7 years shy of the age my dad was when he died. And I intend to live longer than he did. Not because, well, I'm stubborn like that, but I know I live every day with the reality of not having, they're my parents now. And I don't want to do that to my kids. So, when the Lord wants me, he wants me. He knows where to find me. But I'm not going to speed up that process, right? I'm going to stay out of his way when he's ready. And then it is what it is. How are y'all this evening? It looks like there's 9 of y'all in here now. There's a little... I do these too. I've got some of these. Oh, what is that tree? It's over in Georgia. The magnolia tree. Is it that does the blooms?
That creates the tight ones, yeah.
It's not these, but it's something.
No, I've got the bigger ones of those somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Where'd we get those? Were Alabama, huh?
Alabama.
Oh, yeah. We are rock hounds, which is funny because all my kids give me a load of it because I'm a rock hound. But I'll tell you what, you can find some of them on YouTube purchasing rocks. Just saying.
And not minerals, just rocks.
Just rocks. And I'm like, we could have picked that up for free. Oh, it was hard being a military mama on an installation before I had discipline, because there's a place on the East Coast line that they had, what was it? Quartz rocks. And we're not talking, let me see it. They were at least this size. Okay. Quartz rocks, clear quartz rocks. But they were on a military installation. So, so my soldier had to go, Mom, no. I'm like, dude, what? Mom, no. All right. Thank goodness I didn't, because, yeah, that's just attention you don't want to draw to your soldier. Let's see. It's almost 7 o'clock. Wow. And I've got dude, I can tell this is a black desk now. That's crazy. Y'all rock. How many of y'all seriously, like, you? I mean, some I know have no problem staying on routine and getting through your day, whatever. But, dude, it's always been that way for me. I call a friend and be like, hey, you want to come over and help clean? And not so much for them to clean for me, but
someone to stand there and BS with you.
Someone to talk while I'm working on stuff. Dude, I've been trying for weeks to get this desk cleared off. That's all trash. That's all trash right there. Mr. Stuffy, you want to...
Don't say that.
Thank you. And that's just because y'all are here. Otherwise, I'd probably be sitting in my easy chair right now. Jeffrey, how cold is it there? Because, I mean, I feel a difference when I'm driving to the East Coast. The closer I get to the coastline, my joints and stuff aren't as achy. And I don't know, it's got to be more than a mental thing, right? But I'll show you what I did today, because y'all, unless we're connected on another platform, you won't know. It's been cold here. It gets in the teens here at night, and we had snow the other day. This is what I wore today. Yeah, it only got to like 40 degrees here. But I wore these, so, which is weird because I wear something because our floors are hard here. We don't have carpet. And I am a barefoot type of girl.
So, Robin said,
if I knew you were a rock hound, I would have stuck. Honey, but there would be more. There'll be more. Just wait. I've got to get into my closet, because my closet is like a treasure trove of stuff that I haven't gotten to, other than, well, it's got the stuff we moved up here with. Where did you get Gizmo? So I got Gizmo off a late night show. Maritza, and he actually came with controversy. There's a way when you're live bidding, right? It was a claim it. So if anyone knows what I'm talking about, you know which channel. I'm not ashamed of them. I'm just cautious when I tell people, because, I mean, if you're not cultured in... How would I describe this so I don't give someone culture shock?
if you're not cultured and used to the old style crew that used to sit around on Friday nights and drink beer and play cards
and just be real and down
and laugh and have a good time,
down to earth people, people I hang out with, like, for real. It's in the works.
So go ahead. I can.
So Mr. Stephanie's gonna go ahead, because Kim isn't gonna mind, and the ladies aren't gonna mind either. And if they do, we'll fix it. But so I got Gizmo off the late night. Now, this either came from T or it came from Pam, and I apologize. I've had a lot of mental stress.
There's the link to their channel.
They might be on tonight.
I don't know. I didn't look.
One of them might be on tonight, or two of them might. Either way, that's where I got him. Now, I got him for Name It, Claim It. And I wanted him because I have another one, but I'm not sure if he got left in the modified pop-up camper, because Mr. Stephanie got sick and we were only able to pack up a few things before we start couch surfing for 3 or 4 months. Actually, we couch surf longer than that, but either way. So I'm hoping the other one is in my closet, and the stuff that we moved up here. We moved up here with one load. Everything we've got, we've accumulated.
Yeah.
It wasn't all free, I will tell you that. But some of it was the desk that this is all sitting on. I got through my community. Here's this. My sweater coat thing, it's full length. That was given to me through another organization here in our community. Because I source with them, And what doesn't go into my outreach I bring here, that money goes back into my community or goes into the homes we serve. And yeah, he dropped it. So that's where we got it. And it came from T or Pam. The only way I could tell the difference between the two, honestly, is one has a dragonfly tattoo. Now, I can hear them by name, or their voices, and I can tell you who's who. But, you know, I know not everyone's a fan of whoever and all that good stuff. And I don't mean just that channel. I don't know that I'm sure everybody's dealt with something, but, here, there's that too. If I had the trash can over here, it would just help me so that
Throw it all in that box.
that works.
That's one of the boxes I started.
That's the one great thing
is
is, I'll probably show that next time. Did you show this today?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, it's still got its tag. It's just jewelry. It's what it says, just jewelry. It doesn't have a price tag. No, it does have a price tag, $18. That's cool. That's a charm bracelet. Let's see. We're gonna. You know what? Maybe that's what I'll do. Hey, if y'all come back, right? That $18 charm bracelet, right? It's going in there. Oh wait, there's something already in there. That's all right. We'll put two things in there. Okay, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah, you do that, and then you forget where you put stuff, and then you go to sell the item. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's where it's at. Or oh, I didn't realize that was in there. Well, it's going in a way, right? That's the great thing, you know, about all our communities intermingling together to some degree. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, but usually somebody in chat knows somebody in another. What? I don't know if that's real, whatever, but I gotta look it up because if it is, it's a cool cross. It's a cool cross.
Is it a cross or no?
No, it's a cross. Robin, are you still in here?
Well, no, I'm not a cross, but
No,
is
that's
it round. No, it's
round.
not.
It's an ankh.
It's not.
I always thought it was cross.
It's a cross between like a cross and an infinity symbol.
Okay, well, see if Myra was still here, but I think she went ahead and logged off because, yeah, she gets up early. If y'all haven't checked Myra out, I know not everyone's cup of tea, but Myra, she's not pushy or she's never been to me, and that's something I can appreciate. So, okay, she said yes. So, is that an ankh, not a cross? You might have already answered that. And then, is that Southwest design? Does it look? I know it doesn't always show. I'll do a Google lens on it. I'm not familiar enough with jewelry. I mean, I know what some jewelry is, but I don't do brands. I don't. Brands were never a thing. My mom could never afford them. I remember when rollerblades came out, I spent the whole summer paying Gibsons in Colorado. I put them on layaway, and I babysat the whole summer to pay for those because my mom couldn't afford them. Okay. It at least gives me an idea of where to look because, you know, some things will come up, but it'll have, and so it gives me direction. My pens are back here. Because I do need to educate myself better on certain things because I've honestly given certain things essentially away and I'm not complaining. Okay. It was the colors why I thought maybe Southwestern, but you know, I know that doesn't always matter. And just because something's portrayed a certain way, So, pendant.
I gotta clean my oven. Thanksgiving was not friendly to it.
Yeah, it's time to clean that oven. Didn't you catch something on fire?
Yeah, it's part of.
Hey, did any of y'all catch your stoves on fire? Not the stove, but the oven on fire for Thanksgiving? Mr. Stephanie did. And I'm going to tell y'all, I was so, you know what? I just sat in the chair and I'm like, it's inside, right? Yep. All right, we're good. It's contained. It's not going nowhere. So one thing I like, though, you know, people, I guess, see me as approachable. Well, that really comes from my mom. My mom would listen to anybody, even people that mistreated her. She would still talk to them. I couldn't understand that. Maybe I understand some of it now, but there's some people I just. But the point is, you know, I have people, whether they're sellers, buyers, mods, whatever they are, whoever they are, they're community members, whether they're in ours or somewhere else. And they'll be like, hey, I've got history with so-and-so. But they won't, not everyone's that way. I will tell you, most of the resellers that I have any sort of relationship with, the only thing they'll tell me, not because I've asked them, but they'll just give me a fair warning is, hey, I've got history. I want you to know that. And I'm like...
And that's where it's left.
And now, one of them, they've been in my chat. They're not in my chat right now, so I'm not going to name them out. And that's as far as it's ever went, right? So most everyone does have integrity, but you know, it's YouTube universe. Some people weren't.
Which is the world.
So yeah, it's a universe inside a much bigger universe. So, you know, some people complain because I'm on. I'm probably complaining right now, but you know what? That's all right. I was never after the people that go into their chats. I was just here to be myself, whether I'm selling or just talking.
Well, and you know, Johnny's famous saying, you do you, boo.
What's that mean to you?
What's it mean to me is don't pay attention to what everyone else thinks. Just do you.
Just do you. Okay. Because I'm like, I've heard that reference a few times, not so much directed at me, but I've even heard that reference lately. To me, and I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. Are we talking a different language?
No, it's just basically you do you.
You know, when I came on today, because I came on, I think, an hour earlier, or tomorrow scheduled an hour earlier versus last week, I didn't look to see if Johnny was going to be on today. Now, I know he told me he was going to have his rapid fire with sellers. And I'm pretty sure I remember it was the 3rd. But you know what? We're there to support each other, whether we're able to be in each other's chat while we're live or during replays, right?
So Jeffrey has a question for you.
What is your question? Have you been in devs where... I'd love to know the context of the question, but I'll just say yes. So... let me give you some backstory before you put in chat. I mean, you're welcome as long as you're not downing her, right? If y'all have history, that's fine. I know a lot of people that do. I just, I won't, we're not going to have an open chat about that history. And that's not because she's done anything for me or anything. That's just courtesy. So, Mr. Stephanie and I, last year, so it was probably January, February, so almost a year ago, we started really sourcing. Not that we didn't have a whole lot, but we started sourcing, and then we had to stop. Was it last? No, it wasn't last year that we stopped sourcing. It was the year before, because Jess actually wanted us to start coming on YouTube and do auctions. And I'm like, really? I mean, I didn't think about it at the time. I've got a teen. She's 18 now, but the point is, her desire in high school was to be a YouTuber. And I'm like, you can't make money on that. Okay? What do I do? And Justice like, no, check this out. So that was February, March of last year. Yeah, it was somewhere around Mr. Stephanie's 1 year from being sick and almost dying the last time. Yeah, he's tried it a few times. Anyway, point being, so Deb's wood burning is one of them. I actually ran into, as far as, I wasn't in her chat yet. You will not see me in anyone's chat on any account, and I only got 2 accounts. I've got this one, which is my business, and then I have a personal one, but what was it, a little over a month ago, someone hacked my email. That was actually, I think, October, but either way, so I shut that channel down. I still had the account and it's secure, but I shut the channel down for YouTube. Not because I had any real content on it, but I had some private content that I don't want people deleting. It's got videos of my mom. My mom's been gone since 2020. Not because of COVID directly. She didn't die of COVID. She died because COVID beds were a priority. And I'm not saying that for any sympathy, because trust me, I wasn't the only one lost a parent because of that. She just so happened to be my only surviving parent, so it was hard. It still is at times. That's why I tell everyone it's kindness. Kindness is free. It doesn't cost you a thing, other than some energy and maybe some time. So I lost my dad. Give me a second, because when I lost my dad, I was still an addict. And I was actually in the hospital. I was hospitalized at the time of his passing. And he was buried before I was released. So, yeah, it's taken me a long time to come to grips with that. I didn't get sober for over a year after he died.
So Jeffrey says lost.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. So my dad died just hours after my mom's birthday in 2023, or not 2023, 2013. Sorry. My mom cried her whole birthday. She told me this more than once. There's that. And so, yeah, she cried because she thought he was going to die on her birthday. He waited, what was it? It was Colorado time, so it's mountain time.
3 hours after her birthday. 2 hours.
So just a little over 2 hours after her birthday is when he passed away. So that was actually 8 days after my birthday. And he died in 2013, so I was 31. And I hadn't celebrated a birthday with my dad since I was in my 20s. So wrapping that all up in about 50 so days while having a full addiction and everything that comes with unresolved trauma, really made it interesting. But you lost your parents one after another. Your mom in 2016 and your dad in 2017. My dad died in September, and I didn't realize, maybe I did, but I didn't subconsciously think about it. I did a video, and if you're on another platform, you're able to see that maybe. Not everyone is. Not everyone has access to me like they do right here, because I'm public. But I did a video of my last trip to South Central Kansas. And I did like a photo and I did a video, but I covered my dad's to give some privacy. I mean, if you look really hard, you can figure everything out. But anyways, the point of it is my dad's birthday's in February and he died in September. His wife, who he married a few days before he died, her birthday's in September and she died in February. So he died in September of 2013 and she died February of the following year. She actually died the day before Valentine's Day that year. And I wasn't close to her, but we had some things that we hadn't fully worked through when she died. But that's different than losing a parent. My accidental, meaning it was an intentional overdose, right? If you're a drug addict, it's bound to happen. It really is. My accidental overdose was in February of 2014. I lost a hearing in this ear. I initially lost it in both. Crazy thing is, if you don't instantly die, your body requires a process of dying. And let's just put it this way, thank God it was interrupted. Because I was really close to the pearly gates, and that's not an exaggeration. It took 4 days in ICU to reverse some of the damage. It's not all. Some of the damage couldn't be reversed, and I live with that. The hearing's part of it. I gained it back in this ear, so that's why when I hear things like Mr. Stephanie earlier, he was on his device, which is what he does, but he has it set at 1. I was like, I can hear that, and so he moved away. Certain sounds throw me off. Hearing myself is one of them, and I don't know why.
Because you sound completely different than what you hear in your ears when you talk.
Okay.
That's why hearing yourself.
So this was a purchase earlier this year through the community. We've been purchasing since June. Some of my first purchases I never actually got, but that's
Here
life.
nor there.
Huh?
Here nor there.
Nor here or there. But I cried about it long enough. I'm over it. We're moving on. We're gonna have more jewelry stuff. We're gonna do some blowout sales tomorrow, y'all. So if y'all have available time, if not, y'all can always catch replays. Seriously.
Because email works.
Email does work. I do respond, maybe not promptly immediately, because I do have a life outside YouTube. I'm a full-time everything. I wear many hats. But email does work if I still have the item. And if you're serious about it, I don't want to sit there and burn both of our time for nothing. I've done that enough. But yeah. Jeffrey, did I hear right? I'm gonna ask you, and you can put it in chat if you want. I think it was you, though, or someone was saying someone is getting ready to start selling after the first of the year.
John, the new one.
Oh, John. Yeah, that John. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Cause
I made the comment the other night. He's getting ready to be a player because he's buying bulk items.
All right. So other than some organization, I got all the clutter. I've got all the clutter. Woohoo! I cheaped a lot, so I may not get the sales tonight, but I got a clear desk.
You sold some stuff, and that's all that matters. Yeah. I guess I should say I sold some stuff.
I was gonna say that. I don't know why you're saying me, because I don't think I sold a thing. But you know what? That's fine. You know, not every sale is gonna result in sales, and not every chit chat is going to end up as just a regular chit chat. We've had them evolve into so many other things. All right, you do have Maritza's stuff in that
it's
basket.
in the basket right over there.
So I can put these
Yep.
books with these?
Yep.
Okay. I gotta get the rest of my space cleared off. That's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow before the sale. For many of you, unless it wasn't, well, no, there's only one of you, and I don't remember who. Do not name who.
I don't even remember who it was I sent it to.
Someone is getting the first poly bag. These were a special order. I did not just get those. I had to order those. I have them in 2 different sizes. But this is what caught my eye. Let me see if I can get that sticker. So that's one of the channels that I went to. Lips, right? The Kiss Lips. Oh, what's her name?
Not the Kiss Lips.
Well, it's not Kiss like the band Kiss. I mean, Janine's. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. Did I say that right?
Uh-huh.
Good, because we're having a barometric change. I have a little pressure here. And if I ever say something about the hearing, right? Because I can't hear in this ear when the changes happen, it does disrupt me. It's happened when I was live a couple times, so hopefully with the weather changing, it won't be a huge problem. But it's possible it might happen. We'll adjust if we need to. Yeah, Janine's was another one, and actually, I think the first thing I ever got, it wasn't even a purchase, right? The first thing I ever got, oh, I gotta go get it. I know exactly where it's at.
Unless you know where it's at, because I keep putting stuff up and hiding them from myself.
I want to show you the first thing. So when I first started coming into chats under my personal account, Janine's was one of them, and it was friends selling with friends or something to that effect, right? And they were doing, it was towards the end. I finally built the courage up to jump in someone's chat. And Mark was giving away a merch bag. This is the first thing I ever received from YouTube. The other thing was my blown up, right? That's why I was upset. It could have been any other tape measure. And whoever it was, because it wasn't the dogs. It wasn't the dogs.
On this side of
The dogs can't get on the side of the house. This thing, right? This was all wadded up on my desk. Like, come on.
Oh, that stinks, Shirley.
I lost my mom before Christmas last year. I miss her. Yeah, you know, my mom was my northern star. And we had a great relationship for many years. I said great, right? But not that we didn't have struggles. She was an orphan, and I could never appreciate that. My kids say mom appreciation isn't the right word. Yes, it is, because if you don't know where someone's coming from, you can't appreciate it. My mom created her own community before there was a YouTube. And that's why YouTube is a thing for me. For the last 2 years, I've needed a community. Because there's things, life has happened. Life has happened. I guess that's a card. No, it is a sticker. It's got a little crease right there. But yeah, Janine's. This is what I won, and it came, I think, with a pin. It came with a tape, right? Oh, it came with the light. I'll have to look because I took this with us when we went to the East Coast. Yeah, the light's still in there.
Yeah, Shirley, I'm a only child also, and
Yeah, Mr. Stuff needs an only child. His parents split after 45 years of marriage, so imagine that. Let's see, is that the pin that... No, it can't be the same pin. I'm sure it came with a pin too. Anyways, this was one of the items. We had a limited supply of space because we moved Elise home from the Navy. That's why we went out to the East Coast end of August, 1st of September, and then we went up the eastern seaboard so then she could see family.
plus we already decided if
And
we're
we
gonna take trips
decided,
across the country,
yeah,
we're
we
taking
decided
vacation.
it was our first East Coast trip together. We were either going north or south, and we'd already went south. We went through Louisiana the last time on our way home. So this time we went north, and we made it to Vermont. What was it? Whitehall, New York is where we stayed at. And so we went, it was within 40 miles. Whatever Whitehall, New York is, that road that goes into Vermont, that town, not the first couple towns, because we did stop. I'll show you. I'm going to put that there because I don't want to lose that. Because seriously, the tape measure, I carried that bag with me. It's when I first got my first piece of fitting glass. I picked up numerous glass things. So one of my bucket list items from Vermont, one of the things I wanted, and we had to be careful what we brought back because A, budget, and B, space. Mostly space. So one of my things was to stop at a country store. Yes, I'm crazy like that, but anyways, so this is from the state of Vermont. Actually, it's from Castleton, Vermont. That's where we stopped at. So that is real Vermont grade A dark robust taste maple syrup. So they had a country store that looked like it's been well maintained.
The building was original.
The building's original. They kept everything. It's incredible. So we got a few things off of our bucket list. That was on our way back, right? Yeah, because
that's why we were up there.
I know, but we were coming back into New York, and I was like, hey, we ought to stop off, and we did. You do have maple syrup in Canada.
Yeah. Canadian maple syrup is really supposed to be really good stuff.
I think I took my water over there.
Yeah, you did.
Would you mind grabbing it?
I would just change you my cup. You don't like drinking it.
No, you don't rinse your cup.
I know I don't wash it in the dishwasher every day, so it tastes like coffee.
He drinks his water out of his coffee cup, and I could taste the coffee. No.
I drink one big cup of coffee and then water the rest of the day.
Alrighty. Well, I got some things cleared out. I think I showed some stuff. I showed, Janine's. That was, it came from the two old guys, but it was Janine's show. What else? I don't know. There's some channels I don't promote them, not because I don't want to, but I don't want some of the stuff that happens in the neighborhoods I'm in. I know it sounds wrong, and I'm sorry because I'm not calling anyone out, but there's certain things. But I don't want everybody following me to certain channels because I'm trying to build some relationships that are healthy, not toxic. And I've seen it happen. There, a few weeks ago, a seller who I've never made a purchase from, not because I didn't want to, I wanted to. I just didn't have the funds available, so I wasn't going to bid on it. And she was here earlier this evening. And I plan to. Matter of fact, she's probably settling right now. If not, I know she was on the schedule too earlier. No, I think she said she was going to bed. But the point is, someone that I don't know what their motive was that night because I hadn't talked to them in months, but they knew my boundaries. They involved that seller in the channel they were selling on, and so I don't want that type of stuff to happen on certain channels that aren't used to people's behavior that way. So I'm cautious when I share. I know, Robin, do you have another show coming up? Are you selling with anyone else the rest of the year? I can't remember if you got anything else going on the rest of the year. I know she's getting geared for next year, but I don't remember. Do you remember, Mr. Stephanie? If I share someone's channel out, share their shows or whatever, it's because they've told me no matter what, go ahead and do it. Yeah, you're waiting. Okay.
Pretty much,
and that's
if you
fine.
come into our chat and you do anything on your channel, I usually share your link.
Right. No, I'm talking on my community page where I share out if they're live or whatever. Typically, I wait until I'm given, go ahead and share out. I appreciate it, whatever it is. And it's not because I don't want to share everyone out. It's just not everyone. Some people even Robin, right? We got to gear up for next year. So if you see me in other chats and you don't see me sharing them out, don't be offended. It's nothing personal. It's nothing they've done. Matter of fact, I've kind of lacked in it lately. I did, I think, one or two yesterday, maybe, or in the last couple of days. But it's just not because I don't want to. Yeah, you need to talk to the tax people and Social Security. Yeah, me too. I've been kind of avoiding it, but it's coming. I know. Look up the rules for the ladder with an LLC, and I've got to talk to a few people about that too. Because I was gearing for LLC, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen next year.
No, because you have to be making enough to.
I gotta make enough to pay StreamYard or any other stream. So yeah, I'll have a sale tomorrow. We're gonna bring bargains. I'm gonna have probably some things not retail because I don't bring anything to retail. But we'll do bite nails and starting bids. I'm just gonna ask at least what I've got into it, right?
Because right now it's trying to clear out because springtime we'll go down and clear a storage unit.
Mm-hmm. I've got plenty of things to sell. Oh, here's one. I haven't y'all want to see me open this? It came in the box, right? I've never actually opened it. I took it out of the package, out of the box it came in. This is one of my first purchases. Matter of fact, I think it was the same. Yeah, I think so. I think it was the same time. I think it was the same show, right? On Janine's. So I got this. I've never pulled it out. It's still. This came from Maria. She's the California thrifter. I chopped her name up so I can share her info out later too. I just need to get her.
Sorry, I'm doing dishes.
No, you're fine.
Our dishwasher took a crud.
It kind of got smushed, but that's fine. The box got smushed, not the. Hey, I got some rubber bands, so cool. All right, so the box wasn't in perfect condition when she was showing it, and I knew that that's not why I got it. You know why I got it? Yeah, I'm weird like that.
Something he had as a kid.
This is something I had as a kid. We lived in an apartment building, so we climbed to the top of the stairs, and we would. Yeah, so do I. I have to be careful on how much I use, because Lindsay was saying she loves pure maple syrup. So the great thing about the country store that we stopped at, they will ship to us. So.
Well, Shirley says as soon as mail comes back, she'll ship us some maple syrup.
Oh, that's amazing. That'd be cool. Yeah, as soon as that strike's over, where am I going to put that now? I'll put it behind her because I don't want it to get. I don't want to think it's for sale yet. I don't think it's going to be for sale. Yeah. I think it's going to. Yeah. That hides a lot. That hides a lot of stuff that I need to get Google Lensed and listed, or I don't list right now, but I'm going to.
Old-fashioned cane syrup. I don't know if I've tried old-fashioned cane syrup, Robin.
Old-fashioned
I think it's
cane.
molasses. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Molasses is an interesting one. I use a lot of molasses at work and stuff.
My grandma, that lady, she was born just after the Depression. I mean, she's a year younger than Marion, and probably not a full 12 months. But you know, kind of like life today, just because you know, one side or the other says something's over doesn't mean it's over, especially if you're not from a big city or whatever. So my grandma is definitely a product of being born just after the Depression. They didn't throw anything away.
Yeah.
And they went from the Depression into, you know, World War. And then it's been everything since. So
Hey, your uncle and I spent days throwing just trash stuff away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's still. I got that too. My cousin Brian, he was another one. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close. It's almost 8:00 our time.
Yeah. On for almost 4 hours.
Been on for almost 4 hours. We got to watch time somewhere, right? Robin, how many videos you got going? Do you have any on your own channel yet? If not, I totally, dude, just when you're out rock hounding. Sounds like a good deal. I'll be back here at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's either 3 Mountain Time or 5 Eastern. So that's where I'll be at. You got a bunch of shorts, okay? Do you have them in a playlist? If you,
because our fur babies enjoy watching.
I'm going to create an account for our fur babies, and they're going to be responsible for y'all.
For your watch time. For
y'all's watch time. And we're going to start that. We're going to roll that out before the beginning of the year. No playlist yet. Okay. Well, it's something to work on. we'll still get you some time in. It's just if you got it in a playlist, and all you got to do is like you click on one of your videos and add it to playlist, and you can create the list right there and make sure it's public. And you can put whatever. I think I put ours as our watch list, or who knows what ours is listed under. It's somewhere in there.
You've got a couple watch lists on there.
Well, I do have one. I have a couple because I have one that's motivation. Because some people think I just come up with everything in my head, and I don't. I just so happen to be born in an era where MacGyver was a thing. And
MacGyver was my hero.
I mean, MacGyver taught us how to work with what you got.
Yeah, as long as you had a roll of duct tape, you were good to go.
Remember that box he had to get out of? Or I don't remember. There was something with a box one time. We've got a ton of things we can show. We're not asking for a whole lot. And I know not everybody's got a huge budget and it's the holidays, but you know, that doesn't stop anyone from jumping in, chatting, having fun.
Well, that's it. A lot of times just fun just having people in chat.
It is. I can totally stop us all and just chat, especially if someone needs that time. So I guess that's where I'm at now is thank y'all for making my chat amazing. For real. No ulterior motives, no nothing. Just being you. Thank you for, brightening your side of YouTube because, the world needs more of that.
Well, if I'm in a bad mood, I go find chats that Robin's in,
Robin's
in.
Yeah.
Because
Angela,
within 15 minutes, I'm going from being grouchy to laughing because you ladies
thanks
are
for
awesome.
keeping me company. Like, for real. Thanks for letting me dude, I tell you, I can tell what type of desk I got now. I still got some clearing to do, but most of it's just organization. So I can live with that. Even if I sell with it the way it is tomorrow, I can set something down. And guess what? I can find it immediately without going, where's Waldo? Yeah. So thank y'all. And Shirley, thanks for coming in. It looks like there's six still in. So I'm going to bid good night. I still don't have an outro, so we're going to do the intro again because, well, it's cool. And maybe that's because I'm the one that did it. Have a good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. If you see anything during the replay, email me. Otherwise, we'll catch you tomorrow. See you in another chat. Love y'all. Good night. Let's see. Oh, that button.